see into your soul. Cause you're just a victim of mind control. I know you're too scared to think for yourself. When you'd rather back down on someone else, you think there's someone smarter. They know what's best for you. Never get you on a lockdown. You want a lockdown. Afraid to try, afraid to be, afraid to have liberty. You want a lockdown. I said, don't you try to break them up. I said, just do what you're fucking told. I know deep inside your heart is black. When a heart attack, another heart attack is what you lack. For a just shot jack to your back. If you could, but you can't, cause you want a lockdown. You want a lockdown. Well, afraid to try, afraid to be, afraid to have liberty. You want a lockdown. I can't see through you, see past into you. I can't see everything you own. And all you own is a place from where you've been. So I will let it fucking go. Oh, afraid to try, afraid to be, afraid to have liberty. You want a lockdown. You want a lockdown. You want a lockdown. You want a lockdown.
What's up, everybody? Happy Saturday night. Thanks for tuning in to another great episode of Allegedly. As always, here's Frantic Missy right here with me, and we're joined tonight by Jamie DLUX with Deluxe Nation. What's up, guys? How you doing?
Doing pretty good.
I can see myself here. I look at my phone. Do a little bit of this. I'm here. I am here.
We're a little bit late, y'all, because Yoshi escaped through the tiniest little crack in the garage I've ever seen, and just
Yoshi's smoking
off.
crack in the back right now.
He just
I know
went
Yoshi
outside.
personally. Okay, Yoshi's ridden with me before, so I can say that. I can say that.
He's out of control, poor little guy. He's right a screen in the box. He's up there sleeping now. He's passed out because he neighborhood
coming down.
you know, like an orphan child. I don't know.
There you go. Well, at least you got Yoshi back home safe and sound. That's really what matters. 7 minutes, you know. We've been later than this before, so
Right.
we're actually on to something good now. So, Jamie, you want to give the people listening a quick rundown on who you are?
I'm just some fucking asshole that makes videos. Pretty
there you
much.
go.
That's what it comes down to. That's what it comes down to. I'm good at it though, so that's all that really matters. And I'll say that I am good at it. I know I am. When you're good, you know you're good. You know what I'm saying? Fuck.
You've been doing it a long time. You know, when did you make your first video?
February 2017. I don't know the date or anything, but that's when I started making videos. February 2017.
Yeah, so it's been a long time. And I think, how many altogether? I think you had like 6,000? It's some crazy
Probably.
number of
I mean,
videos,
honestly,
right?
I make a lot of fucking videos. I've slowed down a little bit just because I always thought as my kids got older, it'd be easier. Like time. No, hell no. They're more needy and everything. You know. So yeah, I've slowed down.
That's why
But
I'm living in the closet.
Yeah. I didn't know you were gay, but
A little bit, just a little bit.
all girls are usually. That's what I always heard, at least, you know. But no, yeah. I mean, I still try to put out. I try to at least put out one a week. You know, it's just hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not always easy. Not
So,
always easy to do.
Jamie, I sent you recently a copy of that video, and I'm going to embarrass you a little bit, but that song that Owen Benjamin wrote about you, which is pretty good, actually.
Oh yeah. Well, it's 'cause
You should cover your own song about yourself.
I would play guitar to it or something. You know, it's fucked up. I rejoined Down Tribe, which is a reggae band I was in 10 years ago. It's a reformation of it, but you know Ed, my best friend, me and Ed are joining in again, and so I got to practice with them tomorrow night. I'm playing keyboard actually. I'm not even a keyboard player, but I know
Who's
how to
gay
play,
now?
so.
Now who's gay?
Huh?
I said now who's gay?
Exactly. Hey, and guitar. As long as I can wear guitars, I play 2 keyboards. I'm cool.
I
You
can't
should
even talk
you should get a
smack,
guitar.
'cause
You should just get a guitar, then you can pass it
I
off.
need one. That'd be awesome. I want to
I
do
got one of
that.
these where you can put the drum beats and like you can like make different sounds if I play like a cup or something. I saw Charlie Puth using this, and I
You
bought
want to hear
one.
something really gay? Really gay?
Yeah.
We're covering Fine Young Cannibals. She drives me crazy, but reggae. Reggae.
Oh, nice.
I didn't even thought about that before. Cheers.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
But, I mean, are you still doing Shark Legs, right? You're still doing the Shark Legs band thing?
No, I wish. We haven't done Shark. Hold on, I just spit out my shot. A little bit. I don't think I've played the Shark Legs since 2014. Mm-hmm. But one of our last shows was with Flog and Molly, House of Blues. But no.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm playing with Cybertooth also. It's like kind of the same vein, but I'm playing keyboard and guitar for them too. So
hey, there you go.
That's
it's fun to play.
Busy.
It is, and it looks cool. It does look cool. I'm really not doing much, but it looks like I am. So
I used to do it. I used to do it a lot as well, and I do miss it. I miss going around and playing.
I haven't played a show since 2020, and not because of COVID or anything. It's just because like bullshit. That's why me and Ed just rejoined this reggae band from 10 years ago. I mean, we'll play like 4-hour sets. Because not 4-hour sets, but we'll play 4 hours. Right. That's what we did before. We'll do 45 minutes, take a break, 45 minutes, take a break, 45 minutes, and make a little bit of money. But
yeah, you make good money too, especially like in places like Charleston or Myrtle Beach. Because
exactly. Well, we did Downtrodden 10 years ago, and sometimes we play 4 or 5 nights a week, and or even doubles. We'd play 8th Avenue Tiki Bar on the beach, like right on the beach, like for lunch. Then we come back and play for dinner. We made $1,200 one day doing that. That was like 2012. Yeah.
I need to get
it's a lot of work. I mean, by the time, especially.
Well, yeah, there was like 5 of us, and that's like 8 hours. So
I mean, the setup, the takedown,
we had a booking agent that took. I don't remember. Maybe she took 12%. I mean, 10%. I don't remember, but I would get drunk and not make as much money because I owed the bar money. But still,
you end up owing money when you leave.
Yeah, well, you want to know something really fucked up? I have an umbilical hernia, right above my belly button. So I have a hernia. I've had it since about 2007, right? At least that I noticed. I was on methadone then, so I was a lot heavier. So I just thought I felt like shit. Or, I knew my stomach hurt, but I didn't realize what it was. Because I lost 100 pounds when I got off methadone. I've gained like 40 back, but that's still like a lot thinner. So I don't really care.
Anything's better than the other. Yeah. But, I mean, you've been in band since you were 14, 13 years old?
Yeah, I started playing music live when I was 14. But so what I did in like 2008, I threw a benefit concert for myself to get hernia surgery because I had it set up and they wanted $700 up front with the insurance I had. So I threw a benefit concert and we got so drunk that we owed the bar money when we left. So I never got any money. We owed money when we left. And I had played. I played so many fucking benefit shows in my life. I booked benefit shows for people with cancer. When my best friend died when I was 18, I did a benefit show to help pay for his tombstone. All these other fucking people, anytime anybody asked, but when it was for me, we owed money. We were finished. So I never got it. I still have a hernia.
Well,
with benefits.
Again, like
hernia with benefits.
Just so a background, like I met Jamie when he was like, what were you, 15, 16, 15? Right. And I was booking bands and like working with Michael out of the Lazy Eye in Myrtle Beach. And his band got booked there and I was booking bands there and everything.
Well, yeah, I was best friends with Michael. Well, not best friends, but one of his best friends. Like I was in a band with Michael when I was 15 called Marilyn Hanson. It wasn't even, I don't know what kind of music it was. It was like, it wasn't punk. It wasn't like grunge. It was kind of like a mix.
You just involved Michael taking his shirt off and riding around on the stage doing his Michael thing.
The only thing we did, the only place we played was the gay bar. It was like 1996. Yeah, he's very flamboyant. He's a flamboyant vegan. I love him. He was like, because he's like 5 years older than me. So he's like my punk rock dad, like growing up at least, in the local music scene. Michael Wood, she's talking about.
Yeah, Michael Wood. Yeah. He was working at I think he was working out of North Carolina. I don't know, but he had a record store. Yeah. He has a Lazy Eye, and he had a record store called Lazy Eye.
Yeah. Yep.
So you go to like, the record store and you have like little bands and all play there. But what's crazy is like I was doing research for the Tinfoil Hat podcast as part of the Ronin Ruins, and Jamie came on the show, and I can't remember how I ended up talking to you again at that point.
I think honestly, Missy, I think you got me on the first show. My first.
Oh, that's right. I think I did. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been on it like 5 times since then, or 5 altogether. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you're the first one to hook me up with Sam. So thank you.
and I was trying to help Sam out, and I got you a lot of exposure. I mean, I think that's one of the reasons that your stuff blew up as much as it did. The Zero Hat stuff, is huge.
He paid me to design his last live album.
Cool.
Yeah, he had somebody design the cover, and that's it. And he needed all the linear notes and everything, so I had to take that design, and I had to fix that design because he needed a Fusion version. He paid me I just needed money one day because, well, fuck, I'm a parent. I always need money. You know how that is. And yeah, I think he paid me $150 to fix it and do the linear notes. I'm proud of it though. Well,
what's crazy is that I was like, Jamie, we started talking or whatever. I think it was like maybe through I can't remember Facebook or I can't remember, or maybe through email. And I was like, "What? You're from Myrtle Beach? I'm from Charleston." He goes, "Yeah." And then we were connected, talking about the lazy eye. And it turns out I met him when he was like a kid and used to hang out with him all the time when he was a kid and just completely forgot about it.
Yeah, it's still there. Michael Wood's partner, Brian McKenzie. Because my other band, Cybertooth, we just recorded our last song there. And
what's it called? It's Cyber what?
It's what's called Brian Lee McKenzie's recording studio. It's not public unless you're a band that books it for recording. But our last song was recorded there with him. And so last year, I got to go in the Lazy Eye. Brian, his partner from back then, still fucking has that place. And then
25 years ago, 22 years ago?
Yes. And every now and then he'll do a private concert. But I've never been to any of those. It is awesome. It was so surreal being there. So our last song from my other band, Cybertooth, was recorded there last year, 2022. So I hadn't been there since 2001.
Well, Jamie, your big claim to fame, the thing that really put you on the map, was when the Corey Feldman and the Corey Haim thing was happening. Corey Feldman was trying to grift for money to be able to produce a documentary. And quote, this is what you said to me. You go, he should be calling out these people so they don't hurt anybody else. I don't like it. And then you made a video about it, and it just, he exposed, Jamie here is the person who exposed who was behind the Corey Feldman and the Corey Haim, things when they were kids. He's the one who exposed it. So.
The weird thing is Corey kind of did expose it in his book, but I hadn't, honestly, when I made my first video about it, I still hadn't read the book. I've read it since a few times, but I hadn't read it. But there's clues that I just found around, because he would name them, but he would give them pseudonyms. But they were say Dominic I don't remember what he called Dominic Brasha, but I don't know. The pseudonyms were so all right, well, the main guy was John Grissom. He called him Ron Crimson. So it was very close. It wasn't hard, but
your creative guy, Corey Feldman.
Yeah, the thing was, I had found John Grissom's personal Facebook page, which was hard to find. It wasn't. I don't know if it wasn't public or what. Like I said, this is 6 years ago, but I had to find it through a relative. I couldn't find it in a search or anything. I had to look through his name and I don't know. I've gone so far since then, but that was I had to dig and dig and dig, and then I finally found it. And he was sharing fucking posters of Dream a Little Dream and License to Drive and shit. So when I shared it with Corey, the first video I made, I called out the wrong guy. Same name.
Oh, weird.
Oh God.
Yeah, it was really weird because it was because Google, Google. Well, we know now Google is retarded, but it's not really retarded. It's intentionally retarded. But
remember, its original name is supposed to be backrub.com, but you can't you can't backrub yourself, so they changed it to Google. Don't be evil.
But the dude, John Grissom, different dude, was pictured right as actor in License to Drive and. Sure, what else was this dude in? Maybe I think it was Dream a Little Dream. So
it was that one. And there was that movie that Corey Haim was in. It was with Charlie Sheen too. There was that weird stuff with him.
Lucas.
Yes.
Yeah. Lucas.
Yeah. So so I found the shit and I found the guy and I made a video. And then I noticed I started getting a lot of comments back because everybody's attacking this guy, John Grissom, right? Wrong fucking drawing. They emailed me. Wrong John Grissom. I didn't believe him though. I'm I'm just putting public information out. Wrong guy, right? I found out. Same name. I since apologized. I felt really bad. I apologized to him and told everybody to stay away from him, blah, blah, blah. But I was really naive and new at doing this.
You'd only done maybe maybe
a few months.
200, maybe 200. Yeah, well, I was going to say 2 months. When I say 200, my brain is broken. Again, I remember running after a dog. I'm still. Yeah.
Because you can still find it on National Enquirer. If you go to nationalenquirer.com from like, I don't know if it's October or November 2017, and you look up Corey Feldman, you can find one of these articles. It has the tweet, the famous tweet where I tweeted at him. Like, I found, because here's the thing. The guy's name was John Grissom. That's his middle name, John. His first name is Cloyd. And Cloyd is a fucking weird name. So it wasn't how to
It's a very weird name.
Cloyd. I live in, well, you know, you live in the South too. But I had never heard that name before, Cloyd.
Cloyd.
I heard of Clayton. I have a friend that his middle name is Clayton, but I never heard Cloyd.
It's a weird, it's definitely a weird name.
Yeah, even in the South, it's a weird name.
But that, when you exposed that got you a lot of lot of attention. Again, Owen Benjamin with that cute little song about you, which I still like. And
I used it recently.
You did. That's awesome. He's coming from everything, so it's not going to get a copyright strike. You know,
well, my name's in it, so I figure it's all right. You know,
right? Your name's in it, right?
I used it for the podcast I did last night with Celia Farber, the Spin Magazine reporter, Rolling Stone reporter.
So tell everybody what you think about your podcast real quick, in case they were interested.
Oh, just
you keep moving, so.
Yeah, I know. I'm drunk and high. What do you expect? I don't even know how it turned out last night. Canceled.
You had to revive your YouTube account like 6 times. I remember that you lost a whole bunch of videos.
Since like early 2021, they deleted my main channel that I was getting up to 100,000 subscribers almost. I was close. And then they deleted my backup channel the same month with like 15,000. And then I started a new one. They deleted that right away. That's 3. Then I started another one that lasted a year. I got like another 10,000 subscribers in a year. They deleted that. So this is my 5th one, that I'm on now, Deluxe Nation 2.0. I call it 2.0, Deluxe Nation 2.0, but it's my 6th channel, or 5th or 6th. I just say Deluxe because I only have one named Deluxe Nation. That's why.
Mm-hmm. Well, my favorite video that you did, my favorite one, is the one you did with Heather O'Rourke.
That one's hard to find.
I know. Believe me, I know.
It's out there. It's out there. Well, here's the thing. I heard
like Vimeo or something. I think I found it.
No, it's on. It's probably on Rockfin. I know it's on BitChute. It's probably a few. I upload to 8 different platforms now. Every video. It's not on all 8 of them because, like I said, they keep deleting.
Because you don't want to lose your work again.
Yeah, I've been obsessed with other shit since COVID. That's why. But I've also heard that her mom is making it. Yeah. What?
Colby, I love you. It says I looked up Deluxe Nation band and it brought to an orgy site.
I need to look that up. Then what'd you use for a server? I want to see what's on that. I need to investigate that. But
well, there you go. Colby actually Colby dropped the link there in there too.
Oh yeah, because it was a new YouTube update where you can add your name at, and I was scared to add Jamie Deluxe because I'm like fucking public enemy #1 on YouTube. Yeah, like it let me do it. It let me do it.
Yeah, he just puts Deluxe Nation. By the way, like he has a podcast that he does like at night. He plays like really good music and like he talks with people in his chat and all. And he's got some hardcore fans that come in there like every single night. But it's called The Stool Philosopher.
Oh, me? You're talking about me? Okay. Yeah, I haven't done it. I haven't done it in a while. You know what? I don't know what's happened, but I've been going hard for 6 years. And since 2023, I am fucking exhausted. I haven't been staying up as late. I've been drinking more and depressed, I guess, the world.
You've had all your work taken from you. And you were right there.
I know. And I had money coming in, extra money coming in and shit. I mean, I always
write about in the National Enquirer. That's when you know you've made it.
So I don't know. I haven't been streaming as much. I need to, but by 11, I was stream by 11:11, and I've just been so tired. I've been passing out.
That's what time I think we started. It was like 11:11. So.
I know. I'm fucking tired of shit. I'm taking another shot.
Yeah, I'll spit this one out. It's okay. I'm drinking a blue Mad Dog, so no judgment here.
Reminds me of being a teenager.
I love these. You guys can laugh at me all you want, but I love these. Plus, it has like an automatic drunk marker in it because my tongue is blue. I know that I'm hammered and it's time to stop drinking. I know.
Mad Dog, fucking Boone's Farm, and Old D, and King Cobra. That's what we grew up on.
Oh, gotta have that King Cobra, dude. The Orange Jubilee just hang me from like a rafter. I can't. Ugh.
I'm gonna try to save the rest of this for tomorrow, so don't be drinking anymore.
Is that
Sunday. No, it's Screwball. I can't do an 8-ball anymore.
Tia, is there any way you could pull up like one of the introductions to one of his videos? His introduction is amazing. I think it's one of the things that I think put you on the map when it comes to the conspiracy community and the people that were interested in this kind of stuff, because he puts a disclaimer at the beginning that he chain smokes and he says,
I do. You know what? It's because I started making videos, right?
And I like me, so if you don't like, I hope you like me too. It's adorable. If you can pull it up, I'd love to be able to show everyone just the intro to one of his videos.
Let me look that up.
What was your favorite one that you did? Like out of all the videos that you did, which one
I don't know.
is your favorite, you think?
I don't know. I'm pretty proud of all this. I'm pretty proud of what I've done since 2021.
Mamas and Papas one was awesome. That was a really good, that was another good one where he exposed
the daughters and the papas.
Yeah, the daughters and the papas. Again, like Jamie got huge because he was using these Hollywood blind items. Actually, Jamie, can you explain it? Because I mean, you can put it better than I can, I'm sure.
I haven't done them in a while. I heard he's getting sued actually, but
oh, really?
That's what I've heard. It's a rumor. Blind items. See, I found
the background. What is that? Bill Gates and Dr. Fauci.
and it's from 1984.
I love it.
I found videos from like Hollywood or Entertainment, whatever, from like the early 90s, where LA Times reporters were talking about blind items in Hollywood. And how like a Hollywood producer had to come out. He came out like because there's blind item rumors out there, right? Mm-hmm. That he was using like whatever the movie company was. He was just using money to pay off prostitutes. And there's a blind item, so they didn't name them. They didn't say which studio. And all of a sudden, this big studio head comes out like, it wasn't me. I was not using my money or the studio's money to pay for prostitutes. It was not me.
Guy.
Exactly. So I'm like, wow, this is a thing. It is a thing, really. And plus,
okay, thank you.
Yeah, the one I was using, which was Crazy Days and Nights, had a track record of putting out information but not naming, and then that information later out coming out to be true. They had a really good track record, so I did a lot of it. That is what really got me out there. I just haven't been interested as much in the last 2 years because of Bill Gates, Fauci, and all these fucks. So.
Yeah. Did you hear that? Okay, I don't know. I'm just going to cover this real quick. Did you guys hear that Dr. Fauci has his own fan, whatever you want to call her? Right?
Like Phentermine?
Yeah. So
I've taken that before. I didn't like it, but it's all right.
I was talking about what's his name that had the Chinese spy girlfriend name? Oh, Swalwell.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I didn't know that. No. I hadn't heard that.
And so my friend Ash calls me up the other day.
Cheers.
It's like 11 o'clock in the morning. Cheers. And she was like, hey, can we write a bunch of one-liners about Dr. Fauci's fan, or whatever her name is? And I was like, okay. So we just started throwing in ideas. Let me find it real quick. I'm gonna share with you guys the one-liners we wrote about Dr. Fauci.
I know about Robert Gallo, who was the quote, supposedly the one that connected HIV to AIDS, which is the biggest fucking lie.
He's got some girl in China he's been hooking up with. Fauci has been. So here's the jokes he wrote. Fauci finally found someone he can talk down to because Asians are short. She helped him with her beagle problem, and now he's helping her with her raccoon dogs. Loyalty is dead. If he's the science, then she's the math. Yan Yi got the Fauci ouchie. Confucius say Yan Yi has 2 weeks to spread slowly. Her curves were already flattened. Fauci is giving Swallows Well a run for his yawn.
Maybe more Chinese food. I don't know if they're open.
Obviously, she also swallows well. Who knew gain of function was really just a Viagra test? And when Fauci says wet market, we didn't know he meant wet market.
Those aren't bad. I won't lie. They're not bad. They're not bad.
Did you see where he was going and they were filming him and recording him going? They were through those like black communities trying to convince.
Yes,
people. Hilarious.
I guess I thought it was recent, but I guess it wasn't. But it just recently came. Like,
I've got the clip. I've got the clip here. I'm going to play it just in case. I doubt a lot of people have seen it. Yeah, check this out. This is hilarious. This is hilarious.
People in America are not settled with the information that's been given to us right now. So I'm not going to be lining up taking a shot or a vaccination for something that wasn't clear in the first place. And then you all create a shot in miraculous time. It takes years to create vaccination.
Well, it used to take years.
Okay, it used to.
You know how many years were invested in this approach? About 20 years of science to get us to be able to do it.
20 years is not enough. And 9 months is definitely not enough for nobody to be taking no vaccination that you all came up with.
The only reason I'm talking to you right now, as close as we are, is that I've been vaccinated.
Right.
But if it allow thousands of people like you don't get vaccinated, you're going to let this virus continue to percolate in this country and in this world.
Something like the common flu then, right?
And
it's
like
much more serious than the flu.
Well, the flu kills a lot of people annually, too.
You know how many people died of the flu the last year? I mean, not this year, virtually none, but the previous year, about 20 to 30,000. You know how many people have died from COVID-19 in the United States?
Nobody.
I love the cell phone. He's like, well, you know how many people died from the flu last year? He's like, well, nobody.
Virtually none. Dude, I mean, could you see? I mean, granted, he's the most well-paid, unelected official probably in the history of the United States. You know, so I mean, of course, he doesn't give a damn. Like, it's like he's like punishing himself to go because you know that
it's the mafia. It's the mafia. Pretty much, it's a mob. And yes, he's at the top because he controls funding. It's everything is lies and bullshit and meant to either make money off us, make us sick, or kill us early.
Yeah,
that's what it all is.
They're trying to make us sick,
fucking
sad,
lie.
Angry. And everything in the food, everything in the water. Like,
exactly.
Did you see today that California is now banning like some of the colorings and all that are in Pez and like fruit roll-ups and like some other like stuff because it's causing all kinds of cancer issues.
It's just it's just the colors.
This is our unofficial lawyer, Mr. Duggar. That's our unofficial
Mr.
lawyer.
Duggar. Yeah,
right.
He is our lawyer.
I might need a lawyer. You never know. So.
Hey, we never actually let me take 2 seconds here and just thank everybody for coming in. Got quite the cool chat section going on. So who we got here? We got Jack Moreno, Mr. Duggar Fishing. What's up, Mr. Duggar? Colby, SO. Thanks for
the one that keeps farting in the chat. That's me, just so you know. Okay. All the farts. There's monkey fart and a virus fart. I see it right now.
TK, thanks a lot. Stingray, what's up, man? Who else we got? We got bunch of people.
Yeah, your people are pretty like loyal. Again,
they are, and I love them, but I feel bad I haven't been live streaming. I've just been exhausted and drunk, so I've just passed out early.
It's so depressing. We got the Smoking Gun Cafe, and he's got the Stone Philosopher like thing that he does. So
right. Yeah, I think some of these people must be your people coming in. So welcome in.
I told you I would share it. I told you I would share it.
Yeah, we got somebody named Butterflies. Something OX, I guess is how you would say it. XXOA. Loot Smith, Limeade.
Because I haven't live streamed like a month except last night.
But yeah, thanks everybody for being here, though. Really.
When was the last time you did somebody else's podcast?
It was Trailer Park. Shit, I feel bad. It was Pasta. You know Pasta?
I think this is familiar.
Yeah, he always been on Jimmy Dore. He has like he does like a show with Steve from God, I love Steve. I can't think of what it's called right now though. Somebody help me out. The morning wake up, AM wake up. Mm-hmm. Steve, I forget his last name, but Steve, the fucking hippie that talks about shrooms and shit. I love that guy. And Pasta does shows with him. I did it with Pasta and some chick that her name sounds like Pasta. I don't remember what it was though, but it's called like the Trailer Park something. I forget, but they're really cool. I feel bad for not remembering their name, but I'm high on drugs, so that I'm just gonna go there.
That's okay. I mean that's what we want to do.
Trailer Park Pundit. The Trailer Park Pundit. Yeah, the Trailer Park Pundit. Which was maybe a month and a half, 2 months ago.
Maybe you hadn't done one. Aliens, you never know.
I hadn't done one in a while before that. Yeah, nobody asked me anymore. I'm willing to go on shit. Nobody asked me. Yeah,
I know. I'm really glad that you came on. Like I was worried that you weren't able to find time for it because I know that you're busy with your kids and like
I am busy.
Your job.
I'm very busy. Job, kids, fucking. I'm now playing for 2
Your car is always breaking down.
No, I got a new one, but it did break down already. So it already did break down. I still got paid off, but it broke down.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know what's wrong.
$400. That was what, 2 weeks ago, and we had it towed to my work. And Susie calls up there, right?
And the car lot.
So Susie calls up there, and they're like $850. She calls me and like, no, we're gonna tow it back home and have my brother look at it because her brother's used to fix my old car. But I go in, like my work bought the dealership across the street, so that's 2 more brands we added to our local conglomerate or car conglomerate. I don't know how to say it. And, I just made that up, but so anyway, I was like, do we not get an employee discount? So they quoted her at $850. I still ended up paying like $397 to get my car fixed like 2 weeks ago. So get my new car.
I swear, every time you turn around, like your car just is fist fighting you. It's just
I know.
You got a new one, and it's still like I'm gonna.
I know. It's fucked up.
And you work at a car lot.
I'm the photographer. Like
okay.
Yeah, I'm the photographer slash. Yeah, I do videos for him. I do graphic design for him, like for their websites and stuff. I've been there like almost 9 years. Well, in April will be 9 years.
Yeah, again, like I said, his videos are like pretty like your production's always been fantastic. You know.
Yeah,
and you tie in art and like
well, I'm an artist.
Style.
Yeah, I'm an artist person. So I come from an artistic point of view. I've only really realized lately that I've been a journalist, mostly because of Celia Farber, because she's always sharing my videos, and I have such respect for her. And she call me? Investigative Reporter. So I'm just going with it. I'm just going with Investigative Reporter. There you go.
I'm borderline retarded, so that's what I just.
I am retarded, yeah, but I can admit it. I'm not like vaccine retarded. I'm not vaccine retarded.
I just got a new microphone, and I swear I've messed with that thing all day. Could not get it to work. Just finally got mad, put it back in the box, and I was like, tomorrow.
Exactly. You got to walk away every night. Even when I'm designing stuff for work, you know how I had anxiety last like Thursday and Friday trying to make this advertisement for the website for service. I'm not going to say the brand names, but the dealership we just bought across the street. By we, I don't mean me at all. I just worked there, but
obviously it's you because you're so good with cars. You're still there with vehicles.
Well, all right. We went. All right. So we had 2 buildings. We've always had 2 buildings with 4 brands. So 2 brands here, 2 brands there, and 2 other. There's always car lots around the car lot. So 2 brands. One of the places across the street had 2 brands, and we bought them. I had no clue. So they added them to the roster. They also built a brand new fucking RV and truck center down the street from us for us. So I'm going around taking pictures fucking everywhere and shit. It's crazy. I'm thankful though.
Thank you,
Job
Julia.
Security.
Julia Man says his videos are top notch. Great work, Jamie.
Thank you.
Yeah. It always feels good when you've got different kinds of people that watch your material. You've got your conspiracy people, like your Sam Tripoli's. And by the way, our people are weird. Not the people in the chat here. No one that's here right now. But when you go to like a comedy show, like when I went to the Temple comedy show with like Alex Stein, and it was with Kyle from the Big Dumb Podcast, and it was Eddie Bravo, and it was my friend Eric Hollerback, who's coming next week, by the way. He's going to be on the show for April 1st. He's Klaus. He goes up on stage as a comedian, and he's Klaus Schwab Jr., and he just tells Hillary Clinton jokes. Like, it's fantastic. And he was on Kill Tony like recently, and they did not get it at all. But our people, I realized after that comedy show in Dallas, when we're all hanging out together, I was like, our people are weird. Everyone's got on like Ninth Planet shirts, and like they just. Oh,
one of my friends moved to Texas, and he's on Kill Tony now. He lived here locally in Merle's Inlet. I went on a show like 3 times. Kelsey Huggins. Okay. Yeah, he's on that show now. He lives there now. Yeah, he's on the show. And you know that my little brother, who's actually my bigger brother, he's bigger than me, but he's younger. Used to do. He was in all my bands. He was in Shark Legs for like 3 years.
Does he keep his sleeve? Does he keep his sleeves on his shirt? Because
who are we talking about?
Did your brother keep his sleeves on his shirt?
No. Yes. I don't, but this is a newer shirt, so I got.
You haven't cut them off yet?
Yeah, my sister buys me shirts for Christmas every year, so I try to keep them on for a little bit. It gets hot though, But my little brother, who's bigger, he used to do Muay Thai, then he did jiu-jitsu. So he trained with Eddie Bravo in like 2009.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Eddie.
Charlotte, I think.
He's pretty nice. He's a good. I mean, everyone seems to like him. I don't really know him, so I can't comment on.
I don't know. I just know my brother went to
totally
Charlotte.
like, trashed me on stage, which was fine. I had it coming. I totally was not funny. I panicked, and I
go to watch show on Netflix too. I don't know. I canceled Netflix when
just Cuties.
What was that? Yeah, Cuties.
Yeah, I canceled next. You have no idea how much I wanted to watch season 4 of Cobra Kai. I was like stoked
never
about
watch it. I won't lie though.
I wasn't able to watch it because I won't even use someone else's account to watch something on Netflix.
I guess that's where I'll go there.
Hardcore. I am boycotting them forever.
When we bought this house, and you've been to my house, which it's it's a big nice house. I'm very lucky, and it has nothing to do with my mom because my mom's poor as shit like me. But my girlfriend Susie, it's all her. And because you're like one of the only other people that's ever sat in this chair. The only other person, yes, when we first moved in here, you stopped by for a second. The only other person that's been here is Dr. William Trebbing, author of Goodbye Germ Theory. But he didn't even sit in this chair. He sat in a bench right here. But so my mom has Netflix. My mom does have Netflix. So I did watch Stranger Things with my son again. Because I didn't remember it, but I don't have it though, and fuck it, she had it. So
our dog sitter logged in on some account, so we've had it for like a year. But I'm with you; I won't pay for it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I won't knock you for it. I won't knock anybody for anything. Make your own fucking decisions. I won't knock anybody for anything. But yeah, I did recently.
It must be downstairs. I had your punk rock poetry book up here, but I must have left it downstairs. Yeah. So Jimmy also has a book available on Amazon. Can you describe your book for everybody?
Yes, I don't get a dime out of it, so it's not like that. I don't get anything out of it.
I just think it's a really good book.
I am in a book though from 2016 called "Poetry's Not Dead: A Southern Punk Rock." Wait, goddamn, what is it called? A collection of poems from Southern punks. It was put out in 2016. I'm one of the 6 authors. There's 6 of us in there, I think. So like a picture, a biography, and some poetry that I wrote like in 2016.
Yeah. I think it's really well done. Like I'm not a big poetry person.
Me neither.
I enjoyed that thoroughly.
I like my own poetry. Like honestly, that book, it's a small book, but the little bit of pages I have, I love my own poetry, but mine's different. If you look at everybody else in that book, the long stuff, whatever. I make puzzles.
Behind you it says PSYENCE.
Science. I need to trademark that. Yeah. The psyops of science. It's not science. It's the psyops. Yeah.
That is awesome.
The science TM.
Well, again, his girlfriend's name is The Math, so.
Not mine.
Not yours. Fauci's.
I call her
his girlfriend.
Bitch,
is called his Chinese new girlfriend's called The Math. So.
What I was saying earlier, though, is one of Fauci's butt buddies from back in the day. The guy that announced to the world with no fucking evidence whatsoever in a press conference in 1984, a government. There's a difference between a scientist and a government scientist. There's a big difference between someone who's really a scientist and a government scientist. Robert Gallo, who just claimed that with no evidence, that was already a fraud. And
interesting last name.
It means what's it mean? I think it means like cock or something in rooster. In rooster, is that a language? Something like that, or it means rooster or something like that. Yeah, I think so. He knocked up his lab assistant back then, and he was married. But what was his lab assistant? What's her name? Fucking
Flossie research if I've ever heard of it.
Flossie Wong. Flossie Wong Stall.
We're gonna have to go to Rumble eventually. We're totally gonna get my jokes are not inappropriate.
Flossie Wong Stall.
Yeah, I have a feeling I'm gonna get a talking to after this one about telling his jokes.
I guess they're all banging Chinese chicks, Chinese spies. Everybody's banging. I've never banged a Chinese spy.
So. Dianne Feinstein, she never banged Dianne.
I never banged her either. So
I mean, let's just face it, Hunter Biden outdid all of us. And I've never lost a gun in a trash can near a school, but I assume if I did, I'd probably do it better than he did. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah. He left a lot of evidence, is all I'm saying.
Oh, he left a lot of crap everywhere. I kind of want to think that Hunter Biden did that on purpose because I think the Ashley Biden diary was weird.
It's all weird. It's all fucking weird. Yeah. Yeah, it's all fucking weird.
So Bobby A says, sometimes my balls
Bobby.
itch and I even scratch them. Makes me stronger and builds character.
All balls itch, Bobby. It's a fact. We know this from just one of the guys. 1986, I believe it came out. We know this. It's a fact. It's great. I need to watch that movie. You know what? I'm afraid to watch the movie though with my kids around.
I watched Joanna Man the other day.
Joanna Man. I want to watch just one of the guys, but
don't get high in the middle of the day and watch that movie, folks. Don't do that. Do not be like, I'm tired. I need to sleep and smoke a bunch of weed and then watch Joanna Man. Don't do that. You're not going to get anything else done the rest of the day. I laughed so hard. I think I might have hurt myself.
I don't even remember that. I don't remember. I remember.
You've never seen Juwanna Man?
Name sounds familiar.
Tiff, can you pull up by any chance the description of the movie Joanna Man? You've seen Soul Man, right?
I mean, yeah, I guess. Which one is that? I've seen them all, but I just don't.
I can tell you what it is, but I think that you just need to see.
Yeah,
you got to see it.
Juwanna Man.
It's so awful.
Like the Wikipedia or something.
J-U. Well, yeah. The Wikipedia. There's a picture.
Like Marijuana Man, but just without the marijuana.
No, better.
Not at all. Okay, not at all.
This is from, I think, 2002. Yeah, 2002.
Let's see. You share your screen. I can do this.
It's got Vivica Fox, Kim Wayans, Genuine, Kimberly Little Kim Jones. Yeah. So this is the movie Juwanna Man. If you can scroll in or zoom in on the movie poster there.
Is that a movie poster?
Yeah. So basically, Stevie Wonder's in it too, by the way. And I'm clearly Diana Ross is on the soundtrack. James Brown, Mystical, which is spelled.
So everybody's in that motherfucker.
So let me just try and explain the plot to you. Jamal Jeffries is a UBA, a fictionalized version of the NBA basketball star whose undisciplined on and off court antics have earned him a bad reputation in the basketball community. Jamal is dropped from his team, the Charlotte Beat, and is suspended until he strips naked in protest of being removed from the game. His agent, Lord Daniels, is unsuccessful at finding him a new team, so he decides to cut Jamal as a client. Consequently, Jamal's life goes downhill. His endorsements drop him. He ends up bankrupt, right, through his lavish spending. Now broke, jobless, and homeless, Jamal goes to live with his no-nonsense Aunt Ruby. And basically what happens is he decides to disguise himself as the team mascot in order to be found out, and he pretends to be a woman.
What?
Yeah. Oh, it's awful. It's great. He decides to dunk the mask. It shatters the backboard. He shatters the backboard. Jamal loses his wig, revealing his true identity, and he's immediately fired from the team.
What did he do? Blackface or something like that?
100%. Well, ladyface. He did ladyface, and basically he's reinstated to the UBA and returns for the show but he pretends to be a woman so he can continue to play basketball.
So it's
the
black,
Soul Man.
just one they got. It's like the black, just one of the guys.
But with gender.
Okay, so I gotcha. I've heard of it. I have heard of it. I like just one of the guys.
I don't have to pick my kid up from school till like 4:30 on Wednesdays, so that was definitely a Wednesday mistake. I was like, I need to get some sleep, so I smoked a bowl, and I have this new Tubi. It's called Tubi that's on my TV, so I turned it on, and I was like, what movies do we have? And I was like, I heard someone mention this movie. I was like, I heard it was really good, and I turned it on, and I was like, it's really bad. It's awesome. I love bad movies. I think my favorite though is The Wraith. You ever seen The Wraith, Jimmy? TF, have you seen The Wraith? With Charlie Sheen? I know. With Charlie Sheen. And
I don't think so.
It's Charlie Sheen, it's Clint Howard, it's it's awful. It's Nick Cassavetes, right? And it's about a guy who has he gets killed, right? Charlie Sheen's character gets killed, right? And he comes back as a wraith with a concept car or whatever, and he races everybody and then kills off all the people that killed him, right? And Nick Cassavetes like, I'm the bad guy. It's awful. It's fantastic. It's called.
I didn't know the Wraith was a word. Is that a word that I've heard?
Oh, I bought it out of like the $2 bin at like a Walmart or something. See, there you go. One of the best movies ever. Yeah, it's its own drinking game. It's kind of like Red Dawn. My brother and I do this thing where we watch Red Dawn, and every time someone breaks out into a fight, we take a shot of sake. So we just get hammered. It's just
I remember
hammered.
Red Dawn. Yeah, I do remember Red Dawn. So
every time a fight breaks out, we take a shot of sake. The Wraith is its own drinking game. It is fantastic. It might be probably one of the worst movies ever. Now, I know how you feel about Charlie Sheen because of what you discovered about him.
Carlos Estevez.
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. Yeah. He's related to Emilio Estevez. I think people forget that.
That's his last name, Estevez.
Yeah, it's Estevez. There's a bunch of. Do you know what Whoopi Goldberg's real name is?
It's not Goldberg.
It's Karen Johnson.
That's right. I did know that.
She's an actual Karen.
No, yes, she is. Yeah, she farts a lot on live TV.
She used to date Ted Danson at the height of his career.
That makes me want to throw up.
A little bit.
No, a lot of it. Yeah, that because like I think it's disgusting.
Well, I mean, that's a perfect name for her. Her name is Karen Johnson. She's a Karen and she's a dick at the same time. Karen Johnson.
Yeah. Yes. Well, my mom makes these things called whoopie pies. She used to make them. And yeah, they look like fucking like Whoopi Goldberg's fucking sagging ass pancake titties. They cream in them. They're like whoopie pies.
Someone tried to say last night that nuns don't rap. I was like, clearly you've not seen Sister Act 2.
Whoopie.
Nuns do rap.
Speaking of bad raps, lately in the news, like we talked last week, and they were going to arrest Donald Trump this week, right? And that didn't happen, which caused quite the mental breakdown.
Better than Washington, better than Lincoln.
Yeah, better than Lincoln, better than Washington. Did you see his statements from tonight?
No, I have not. Is it off the rails? I love it.
Only Donald Trump.
This is hang on, wrong one. Let me find it. Right.
Everything woke.
That one either. Shit.
The case actually gets adjudicated in the press, and people see it's bullshit, and they go and they say it's unfair.
You see the witch hunt signs in the background?
Yeah, exactly. I love it though. It's like they say it's bullshit.
There are people in the back. So somebody on his staff made signs that say witch hunt.
Mm-hmm.
And you know me, if it was me, I would pull out my Sharpie and be like, see?
Bitch cunt. I would make a bitch cunt sign.
Oh, 100%. 100% I would get kicked out of that rally in like 2 minutes. No questions.
I didn't do that either. I didn't buy it from the get-go anyway.
But it was a shit show from the get-go, definitely. So, Jamie, out of all the videos that you made, and again, if you guys have not checked out his work, he really is very talented. And I wouldn't say that about somebody or just anybody, but the attention that he's received, he's 100% earned because it is art. It is beautiful, at the same time disturbing. And, I mean, because it's the truth. People hate the truth.
I've got his page brought up here. Do you have a certain video that you would...
I just want you to show the intro to his videos because his intro is so unique and awesome.
The latest one though isn't the last one I uploaded was because I did a live stream with Celia Farber last night, so that one isn't. But every other one has the intro. Yeah, it don't matter.
All right, well let's click on this.
Cool.
Just click on one. Just
not
the one.
Is awesome, y'all.
Yeah, I did the third one back.
So let's click this. I didn't know what it is. It'll work.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it is either, but we're gonna find out.
Better than Washington. Better than Lincoln.
I just need a
fucking ugly. Like, watched him. It's fucking weird looking. Lincoln's weird looking. Like really weird looking.
The world is really an upside down clown world. So
how about this one right here? It's called Reverse. Okay,
That's
here we go.
I just want you to show the intro because it's amazing.
Let's check it out.
Warning. I chain smoke and I say fuck a lot. When I accept myself for the way I am, I accept you too. Viewer discretion advised.
When you purify HIV, there are some challenges because it's contaminated with cellular debris.
That is pretty funny.
And particles that look like.
All right, there you go. See.
Yes, what I said.
Yep.
Yes, what I said. Yeah.
And then at the end, he's this cute little alien thing where he's like, it's really.
You know how I did that? Well, both.
How did you make that?
Well, the intro Because in 2017, I was just making little videos of myself talking, pretty much, and I would be smoking cigarettes and shit. People, or I'd say like fuck or shit or whatever, and people would say something like, well, blah blah blah. I was like, well, maybe I'll give you just being an asshole about it, So I just made that. I think I made that in my car, just talking to my phone.
Oh yeah, because people will just comment to you, be like, your name.
You shouldn't be smoking, blah blah. Well, fuck yourself. Don't tell me. All right, sorry, mom. Sorry, mom. Go fuck. You know my mom. My mom fucking bought me cigarettes when I was 15. Exactly.
Mrs. Deluxe is a handful.
And then at the ending, I don't. You know what I was thinking of back then? This is 6 years ago. I thought about changing them, but people don't like that. So fucking.
Time flies, doesn't it? Like, oh my god,
it does. Yeah.
Out of all the videos you did, I want to ask you which one is the one that you exposed, like the one that shocked people the most. And I want to ask you which one did the best, like as far as numbers are. And I want to ask you which one you loved the best out of all the stuff you've done.
Oh shit, that's hard.
Again, he's done like 6,000 something videos. He's been working his butt off.
I don't even know how many. Yeah, don't even know.
Like
yeah, so it was round around.
I think I added up 6,000.
It was round around. It was round around by Rat. What happens is I'll be working on a video, and that one in particular, I didn't really think about it. It just came to me because I just keep on the same old tricks over and over again. But usually the intro has something to do with the video. The intro songs, I change it every time. Usually it has something to do with it. Like, I made 103 Epstein videos, and how many times I looked for songs about eggs because his penis is shaped like an egg, cracking the egg like war.
He coined the phrase Eggstein.
Yes, it was. So.
Yeah, Humpty Dumpty.
Our lawyer said we should play a game. What is it? Yeah, he's
hide and go fuck yourself.
Accounts. Our lawyer has multiple accounts now, so. So I didn't mean to interrupt you, Mr. Jamie.
No, you're good. All right, so the Corey Feldman one was one of my big early ones that kind of kicked things off. Another one that kind of blew me and everybody else away was the one I made on the Finders cult, because I found them. I found like
he did
3.
If you guys haven't seen that one, where's that available right now? Because I know that you
I think it's on YouTube too. I think it's on YouTube.
So
did you have to go and re-upload all your stuff to YouTube? Is that
over and over again? They keep
like 5 times.
Yeah, but the Finders one was originally 3 videos, and then after being deleted and shit, I think I converted them into one like 45-minute video, 45-minute video, where I found 3 of the 5 moms. I found 3 of the 5 kids also, but I wasn't putting, even though they're adults now, I wasn't putting their info out. And
that was 2019, 2020, I think.
2019, yeah. Whenever the info came back out from the FBI, yeah, and I found the 2 guys now, and then I blew myself away by finding one of the guys who was playing Bonnaroo with one of the Finders cult, and his name's Slinky Cobblestone. Fucking me.
My new safe word. Thank you, Jamie.
If you know about the Finders cult, and you know about them getting like arrested in Florida with the kids in the van, the one guy's got the fucking mustache, like the fucking hipster mustache back in the 80s. Yeah, he had like the curly handlebar mustache. His name is Douglas Ammerman. Well, I don't know when it started, but he goes, maybe not anymore since I found him 4 years ago, but he was at least going by Slinky Cobblestone.
Slinky Cobblestone. That's kind of a cool name, though.
It is kind of a cool name.
Slinky Cobblestone. That might even be my new OnlyFans account if I don't start figuring out how to make money off this.
and he was playing Bonnaroo and all that shit, playing bluegrass. Yeah, I swear to God. So that was a big one.
I agree with you. That was, I remember you put them all into one video because you put out like 4 or 5 of them, and then you put them all into one big long video. Because your videos usually last like maybe 12 to 15 minutes most of the time.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, it just depends. I don't really have any.
You used to have them longer. You do them a little bit shorter now than you used
to. Well, like I said, it still depends. I mean, sometimes what happens is, and this still happens nowadays, I'll be looking into something and it will take longer than I'm thinking it will take. So I'll put it on the back burner for a second and throw it on a short video.
Keep no fun till you push them down the stairs. See, Carl, that is how we're going to handle the post Roe versus Wade.
So yeah.
Sorry.
So
no more wire haters.
So I'll put. I mean, if I have an aim, it would probably be around 8 to 10 minutes, but it's not always that way. Sometimes it's 20, 30 minutes. Sometimes it's 2 minutes, but usually the quick ones are while I'm working on bigger ones. Another thing I found that blew me away, and this was last year, was Dr. Day, which I had covered before. He was a doctor in 1969 that did a lecture in front of other doctors and told about the future of medicine and all the fucked up shit they were going to be doing, aka what they're doing now, in 1969. And last year I found out he was connected. He took in somebody from Operation Paperclip, and not just somebody. He took in Adolf Hitler's architect's daughter. I don't remember the names. What was Adolf Hitler's architect was? I don't know. I made the video
Himmler?
Was it Himmler? I don't think this
Mengele is the guy that liked the twins.
It might be Himmler.
Yeah,
it might
Mengele,
be.
We got Himmler. We've got dude, Operation Paperclip is such a freaking.
Well,
I don't have my notes in front of me. I can tell you all.
I don't prepare for anything, but it was whoever he brought. It was within the time frame of Paperclip, and she actually went and lived with him, Dr. Day, the guy that made this lecture. So he was like, it was in the time frame of Operation Paperclip, and it was Adolf Hitler's fucking architect's daughter. That blew me away.
That's pretty crazy, absolutely. And I think I remember that one. I'm trying to like click it all together.
It's got Dick in the title.
So many videos.
That video was called "A Little More Dick." The original video was called.
Here you go. Albert Speer.
Thank you. Hilda Speer. Yeah, so Hilda Speer, his daughter, came to America in the 50s during the Paperclip times and lived with Dr. Day, who made the speech in 1969 about everything we're going through now. And it's really fucked up. That kind of blew me away.
Yeah, I think one of the coolest things that I learned from watching your material is when you're the first person I ever had tell me about the connections between Fauci and the AZT medications. I didn't know that they were killing people. Every time my kid did a play recently, Charlie, you know my son. Quite well. Charlie had a play at school, and the girls in the play sang that 525,600 minutes. And I was like, oh my God, Fauci killed every single one of those people.
Yep.
And so I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, because the reason they use that number, it's not about time. It's about the number of people that had died. That's why they give that number. So I'm like, oh my God, he's a freaking psychopath.
He's worse than Jeffrey Dahmer, because Jeffrey Dahmer, number one, experimented on animals when he was younger. Yeah, and he killed a bunch of gay men.
Did you see where in that same video, like where they were doing those Fauci following him around and filming him, it went on. Did you see where he was in his house giving that interview? And he was literally sitting on a couch, and his pillows were pillows with his picture on them. And behind him, he had like all this stuff, pictures on the wall, bobblehead dolls of himself. I mean, I've never seen somebody so like self-absorbed. It was absolutely ridiculous. Like, Jesus Christ.
Much is.
Maybe
he's Joan Crawford. Who?
Maybe Joan Crawford, or like, I don't know. who's a good, maybe Tom Cruise. That's about it.
Yeah, maybe Tom Cruise, but I don't think Tom Cruise is murdered like as many people.
Are you talking about, Bobby, are you talking about Fauci? Because that's not true anymore necessarily. If anything, like the gay community, because they've been disenfranchised immediately, and because of the crap they're pulling, like with the kids and all, they are extremely on point. They are fighting back. I have a good friend of mine who is a trans person. She's awesome. Her name is Levon, and she's a trans for Trump lady. And she's like, dude, I did this a long time ago. I'm a mother. I'm a wife. She goes, that's my number one priority. And she's like, this stuff with the kids, no one's going to put up with this. Even the people that are in their own community won't put up with this. And she lost her mind. She said that the reason that they go after the gay and the trans, and they try to associate with children and all, is because she thinks that they are the easiest group to pick on, because they are they're the last group to get their civil rights. So it seems like the last group that has their civil rights, it seems like these government agencies are the ones that go after. With the Tuskegee stuff, that they just gotten their civil rights, so they went after them then. That's what she was telling me, and I believe her. Like she's been here in our chat before. I don't think that she's wrong about that. I think that makes perfect sense. I mean,
well, it makes sense, but here's the thing: the CDC has an intelligence arm that most people don't know about. They have their own CIA, essentially. It's called the EIS, the Epidemic Intelligence Service. They infiltrate state and local health departments. They infiltrate media, just push with nobody knowing, to push CDC talking points, right? Mm-hmm. And the way the CDC operates, they were going, pretty much going to be defunded because everyone thinks that it was infectious disease and vaccines that because people would always die young and all these diseases and stuff. They think it was, they make it seem like it was vaccines and antibiotics and CDC and all that shit. It wasn't. It was sanitation.
Yeah,
that's what started saving people. Why do you think they don't allow sanitation in Africa? A lot of places in Africa, they drink from fucking feces water.
Don't worry, Bill Gates is all over it. I mean, he can't fix a virus on my computer, but he's got India.
Yeah, so
he did a lot of good. He did a lot of good in India,
as Alex Jones called him, a pot-bellied goblin demon.
Yeah. So what they essentially do, and what they did with AIDS too, they look for any excuse to cluster similar diseases and call that a pandemic or epidemic. And at the time, they were losing funding. They just did that swine flu thing that kind of blew up in their faces. The swine flu, like 1977.
Mm-hmm.
And Michael Gottlieb, a doctor in California, found 5 gay guys that all had similar diseases, and they clustered them. And they called it GRIDS at first, gay-related immune deficiency. Later changed it to AIDS.
I think it's what it. Wait. It
GRID.
was called originally GERD, correct?
Well, maybe if it was dyslexic, but it was called GRID.
GRID, that's what it is. Why did I
I don't know. Maybe you're dyslexic. We just found out. I don't know. I just diagnosed you. So what it really was?
I am totally dyslexic, so.
I am sometimes. Hey, aren't we all sometimes?
I get lost in my own house sometimes. I don't
get lost in my mind all the time.
I'm brilliant. I can remember facts like nobody's business. But I can't find like my keys or like anything important when I need it.
What it was is actually though, it wasn't any kind of infectious disease. What it was from the late 60s up until they quote discovered this. They clustered 5 gay guys in 1981. It was the big gay bathhouse scene, and I always thought when they said lifestyle they meant gay sex, but it wasn't. It was fucking abusing all these drugs. Because the gay guys were just, mostly poppers.
Amyl nitrate?
Amyl nitrates.
Well, it sounds a little too close.
You're close. Definitely. I always thought it was anal nitrates. But yeah, poppers mostly. Because they wouldn't inhale this shit all night, right? Because it causes a rush. I never had a popper. I wouldn't mind to try one just for the rush.
But Joe Rogan's been doing smelling salts like every episode these days. I'm like, what is he doing? Like, that's just weird. I'm like, thank you, Grandma. I'm glad you're here. Right? What you Kitty Patty from freaking Gone with the Wind? I need my smelling salts.
You know what? Here's something I never knew though. That poppers they not only did they give you a rush, they cause your anal muscles to just like let go.
I don't remember huffing Freon and that happening.
So it just makes it easier. It just makes it easier for anal sex because all your anal muscles let go, so you're not hurting or anything. So that's why they abused the fuck out of them. I mean, I can't say anything. I mean, if there was a heterosexual one when I was younger.
Again, I told you my favorite one that you did was the one on Heather O'Rourke, and we're not going to get into details because it'll totally get us like kicked. But legitimately, the one you did on Heather O'Rourke, like I did not know any of that. You taught me. I mean, I didn't know anything about the AIDS, AZT drugs and Fauci until you told me about that, or your videos did. I didn't know anything about Heather O'Rourke and what happened with her. Like, I never heard anything about that before. Now I heard about what happened with the mamas and the papas. What was her name? The daughter, the one that was on Different Strokes, I think it was. They all, I mean, that show. I don't know what happened on that show.
I think it's all of them.
That's still a very special episode. Do not use a bike mechanic, kids. Just stay away from the bike mechanic shop. Don't go there.
Who was that?
What's the very special episode. I think it was Different Strokes, wasn't it?
Yeah, but who's the oldest Phillips?
It was what was it? Your dog?
It's Boo Boo. Yeah, I told her she's feeling better, so she's being a bitch. But
you should see mine. He's passed out because he ran all over the neighborhood. So he's taking a nappy nap now.
Well, Boo Boo's a lot bigger.
Yeah, I know, right? You got a big boy, or a big girl. Excuse me.
2 of them.
What was I saying? Oh, okay. So, yeah, the daughter from the Mamas and the Papas. It was
Michelle Phillips. That's the oldest, maybe.
Michelle Phillips. There was Connie, there was Connie, there's Michelle, and there was because they were in Wilson Phillips. Remember that?
Yeah, the one from that was the
Connie
second
Wilson. Yeah, Donna Plato. No, we're not talking about Donna Plato. It's I
have heard of her though.
It's the daughter from the freaking Mamas and the Papas.
Bijou and Bijou Phillips.
Yeah, John Phillips. Bijou Phillips is another one too. Wow.
She's the youngest one, yeah.
Very, very weird.
I want to say Michelle Phillips. I could be wrong, but yeah, her and her dad. They'd be fucked up, and her dad would fuck her.
She's got that long face. She's not cute. She's real
the
skinny.
oldest one. Yeah.
She's got like that Captain and Tennille grown out haircut.
And that's gross.
What her name is.
That's pretty gross. It's Michelle. It's gotta be Michelle Phillips.
Freak.
Mackenzie, thank you. You're right, Esso. You're right.
Thank you. Jeez,
that's right.
My brain.
Yeah, me too. That video was like 4 years old, probably, that I made. It's called The Daughters and the Papas. Yeah, it was.
That's the one you put out. That's another really good. That's a really.
It's fucked up. Yeah, that's when I read Weird Scenes Inside the Canyon a few times.
I'm reading for the third time right now. It's actually downstairs on my desk. Like I just.
It's a good book. I
just started reading it the third time.
Audible is great, and I use that a lot. But I also have hard copies, so like it just like this is sitting here, like the real Anthony Fauci. There you go. Yeah, I can see it.
Please stand up. Please stand up.
I'm really proud of this. I had Celia Farber on last night, who was a Spin and Rolling Stone reporter from the 80s and 90s that would give Peter Duesberg and Carrie Mullis, the PCR inventor, she would give them
the PCR test. Okay.
Press time. Yeah, she was the first one that gave them like interviews because they were the opposition. She worked for Spin Magazine. And Spin Magazine would, like a lot of the shit I found over the last 3 years, I would notice all these articles, and I didn't realize she was writing them all. So she's the one that gave them a voice. Carrie Mullis, the guy that invented PCR. I mean, he had a voice, but not about his point of view on AIDS and HIV. So last year, I mean, she shares my videos sometimes. I'm a fan of hers. She's a fan of mine. And last year, I found out her book from 2006 was being republished. Serious Adverse Events, an Uncensored History of AIDS. And it got republished.
What's it called again? Series of Adverse Events?
Hold on. Let me let the dogs out real quick, and I'll grab it. I have a copy. Hold on.
Okay, cool.
Blue was barking in my face.
You gotta take breaks. Hey, Bobby. I back you up on that, bro. Series of adverse.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Bobby. Welcome to the club.
Bobby. Don't take a bath. Bobby. Series of adverse events. Yeah. Pretty cool dude, huh?
Yeah, it's going good. And just, thanks again, everybody, for being here. Appreciate you hanging in here, checking out this fun Saturday night with us. Good to have you.
I have a fenced in yard, so I just got to open the back door.
Oh, look at you flexing. He's like, man, I got chain link, bitches.
No, he definitely has alligators. There's way too many ponds.
Yeah, but we have a fence. You ain't been in my backyard. You've been in my garage and in my house, but it's.
I'm in your backyard, and you said don't go back there. There's gators.
Well, that's before I had a fence. I thought there might be gators. There was foxes.
There are gators.
You were here when we just moved in, and we didn't have a fence yet. So all right, we have a fence now. We're cool.
Yeah, Bobby.
So this came out. I got this today in the mail. Where is it? I'm trying.
To the left, to the left, to the right, to the right. Now dip, baby. Dip.
Well, you can see from here.
There you go.
Serious Adverse Events.
Okay.
An Uncensored History of AIDS by Celia Farber, the reporter. So this originally came out in 2006 to a little fanfare. Nobody really knew about it. She, after all this shit, like Robert Kennedy's book came out and all this other shit going on, with COVID, she got an opportunity to have it republished. So last year, she actually hired me to help her find the original sources. And that's like an honor to me because like she's a great reporter with a lot of integrity.
You're a great researcher though, so.
Exactly. Well, she is too, but she hired me. So I helped her with her book, So this just came out 2 days ago. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm honored. Yeah, I helped. I think it's historical. Like this whole HIV/AIDS story is fascinating. The truth about it. And it
dude, I mean, again, the whole movie Rent. When I was in high school, I was like a weird, theater kind of kid. I loved like musicals. I was a singer, so I mean, of course, I liked music. And when I was like 16, 17 years old, I listened to that soundtrack like over and over again. I really, really loved the songs from Rent. I thought they were different, I thought they were great. And now I'm like, oh my God, that whole movie, that whole play, that whole movement is about freaking Dr. Fauci killing people.
But they don't know. Maybe some know now, but
a lot now. A lot more know than you realize.
A lot don't though. A lot still don't.
A lot is well. People again. If you're going to put your head, in the sand, you're going to put your head in the sand. It has nothing to do with
you're right.
Who you are, like sexually. That has nothing to do with your ability to seek truth. People are just their personalities are their personalities. There are people that we will never wake up, and that's okay.
Right.
That's okay. I think everybody's different, and that's fine. That's between them and their God, not between me and them and their God. So it's their business. I don't even bother about I don't try to wake people up as much. I try, I do a little bit more effort.
It's
than
better
I used
to plant
to.
seeds. It's better just to plant seeds.
Yes, I just carpet bomb. Seeds. And I know that some are getting eaten by birds, and some of them might take a while to germinate, and some are going to land in perfect soil, and some are going to land in dirt. And
I call them retard a lot. I call people retarded. I'm like, if you're retarded, you probably shouldn't be on Twitter. Honestly,
I love Twitter.
A lot of people would, if you tell them they're wrong, they'll never accept being wrong. If they find out they're wrong on their own, even if you're just dropping little hints here and there and doing that, then they can come to accept it. But in this day and age, nobody can sit there and be told you're wrong. They're like, no, I'm not wrong. There's no way I can be wrong. Because
now it's an emotional response to fact. Drunken hat at the same time, drinking champagne on an airplane. Friction Vixen, love you.
I'm drunken high at the same time, but I'm not on an airplane.
I know. But all we're missing is the damn airplane.
I've seen the exit of your show. I know that you have I know that there's a UFO there somewhere.
I ran out of gas. I ran out of fucking 0 point energy. I got to figure it out again.
Got no
gas. Like I do in my car all the time. Yeah.
But I really think that when it comes to waking, you know what I compare it to? Jamie, you go down 95, right, to go to Columbia or something, and you see those billboards of Jesus saves, stop and pray, right?
Oh, we saw a bunch of those on the way.
Yeah.
Well, we just went to Columbia last weekend, so we saw those. I think you see them after Conway when I get to Ander and stuff. Mm-hmm. So my son said something about it, but here's the thing. You know what I saw? Sunday, we left our hotel room in Columbia to go downtown to go to the Children's Museum, and I'd never seen this kind of billboard before. I just thought it was awkward. Rejoice, God loves trans kids. Right before the Children's Museum.
See, they tried that. People wouldn't accept the whole what was his name? Desmond's Amazing thing. That's why they shifted, tactics. No
it's just so weird to me. It's so weird. I don't care if anybody's fucking trans. I've known trans people in the music scene too.
100%.
One
lazy
in
eye.
particular. I can picture him that way. Yeah, but I'm saying one in particular.
He's so funny. He goes up on stage and he's got a kind of a pot belly, and he takes his shirt off and he stretches around like a rooster. You can't tell what he's looking at because one of those eyes is just doing whatever the hell it wants. Yeah. It's just he's a.
So I've never had a problem. Yeah, he is.
Michael. Oh my God, he was in a band called Sabas, which stood for something about vampires and sluts. And you know it was going to be good when the intro was done by freaking what's the porn star's name? Oh my God.
Ron Jeremy.
Ron Jeremy. Yes.
He's in prison now, but
I met him through Michael.
I was going to say,
and I was like, get the fuck away from me. You look dangerous.
Yeah, I was going to say. He filmed a pilot, not just a pilot. He filmed a show with a couple of my friends from here. They were traveling around in an RV. My friend Adam, who was in Shark Legs, and a couple other friends, Tyler and Jeff. They were filming a show called Hey, How Are Ya? And they were traveling around with an RV with Ron Jeremy.
How are you?
Well, Shark Legs, my old band.
Your band doesn't creep me out, but I'm just picturing Ron Jeremy going.
Exactly. I've never met him or anything like that.
I'm like, get the F away from me.
I've never met him, but friends of mine have. Okay.
Oh, you know you would love. You would go for a photo op with Ron Jeremy.
No, that would be like if Danny DeVito hit on me. I don't care if he's in Twins, which is one of the greatest movies ever made. Get away from me, Penguin.
I get you. I would have too, but this before I knew all the.
Find a taxi. Get away from me.
Yeah, but the show never aired. My friend Jeff, who was the main guy in it, was really fat. He lost a lot of weight since then. They were filming and he fell off a horse and broke his hip. I don't really know.
What is he, Superman?
Well, he broke a hip, so evidently not. But my old band, we did record. Yeah, we did record the intro for it. We recorded a cover of, I want to say Arlo Guthrie, I think.
He's in jail with a big boner.
Yeah, exactly. So we recorded a cover of Good Morning America, How Are You?
He named it.
You know who else was here filming with him? And I did meet him. He came to a lot of Shark Lake shows. What was his name? Dominic, I think, from he had a spinoff show from the I can't remember anything now. Tequila.
Tequila Tequila.
Show that. Not her, but a spinoff show.
Went off the rails. Have you?
I know, man. I know. But I'm saying one of the dudes.
Planet. She's
one of the dudes.
She's in Deep Space Nine out there. Like she's just gone. Like
I
knew when she
dressed
up. I knew when she dressed up in a Nazi like costume. I was like, that's probably not good. And then
one of the
now
dudes
she's like,
from her
she
show.
calls herself Bride of Christ, and she like puts on like, oh man. She faked like all these pregnancies. Like she's got serious. Again, though, she was trafficked. I mean, duh.
Yeah.
You know,
I haven't seen her shit in a while.
I don't want to make fun of her because I know what she's been through hell and back. So I'm trying. I feel guilty now that I said anything mean, but she has gone off the rails. She's gone really off the rails.
Well, when they delete your channel like they've done to me, because I used to follow her.
How many times?
You forget about all the channels you followed, and you don't see them anymore. You know, so unfortunately, when I was deleted over and over again, everybody I followed and subscribed to, some of them I forget, and people do the same to me. They forget about me, you know. So I get it. It just happens, and that's.
Can't believe they forgot about Dre.
I don't know how fucking anybody forget about me, but whatever. Go fuck yourself.
That is the second Eminem reference I've made in the show tonight. I probably need help. It'll be so empty without me. It's because my kids made me listen to that song like 20 times. It's
New drinking game. Every time Missy makes an Eminem reference, you have to take a shot. So.
And when I say Eminem, it's obviously the ones that are banned in California now.
Are they banned in California?
Yeah, because the color, California. I just said California. Sorry, it's like the bottom of the ocean. Just give it 5 minutes.
Bunch of cock rock bands in California.
Dude, I'm trying to. I mean, I've got a whole group of people. We call ourselves Build That Northern Wall because we think that the best way to get rid of Canada is just to put a giant dome over the whole thing, or maybe we could just run, saran wrap from one end of Canada to the other to build that northern border, so that they're sticky, syrup covered poutine of the north. That's what it is. They're poutine covered, syrup eating, donut loving, Mountie milk drink bag eating weirdos can get stuck on that. Well, the syrup all over them. We got to outlaw syrup, man. And we need to make sorry jars a real thing. It's $1. Every time someone says sorry, you just put $1 in a jar. Okay.
I booked the band for
Canada. We can make so much
here.
money off that country.
I booked the band for Canada here. They stayed with me for a week, and they talked so funny. They were called Belvedere, like Mr. Belvedere.
You knew Big John Bates and the Voodoo Dolls, right?
Who?
You've heard of Big John Bates and the Voodoo Dolls, correct?
I
know of the Voodoo Skulls. I don't know if I heard of them.
Well, Big John Bates.
I have heard of them. I have heard of them actually.
They're from Vancouver. It's my friend Tristan Risk. She was in the movie American Mary and all this other stuff. Tristan's fantastic.
Have I played with them? I don't know. I
think I want to say that you did something at the Tin Roof. I want to say with them.
I have played. I have played there a few times.
Yeah, you played with them at the Tin Roof because I booked the show.
Okay, with the Defilers too.
It was the Defilers. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
The 33. Like I haven't run any of those guys. I haven't run any of them in like years.
Arlie just had some surgery. Arlie, the singer, he just had some surgery. But yeah,
I need to probably check on him. I haven't talked to him in like a couple of years.
I haven't talked to him in years.
Get new friends, It's like my
friends
are just.
But every time we would stay in Charleston, we would stay at Arlie's house with the Defilers.
And he was so dirty.
Oh, I know.
I'm like, Arlie, honey, you're very successful. Can you put some sheets on your bed? You have company.
I just remember staying over there, right? And there's another band. It might have been that band that you just said, actually. I don't know. I think it was now because you said there was a chick in the band, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm trying to sleep on the couch.
They were a burlesque group from Canada.
Did they play all these? Was it somebody's birthday party?
Flaming, tassels and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And they bring out chainsaws on stage.
I think I have a flyer from that show somewhere. It was like
fantastic.
Hand-printed flyers.
They went and stayed at my pops, my mom and my dad, because they came in town and they came and stayed at my parents' beach house or whatever when they were living on like Folly. And my dad and Big John Bates stayed up till like 4 o'clock in the morning talking about sailboat nonsense till 4 a.m. I was like, can you guys, is anybody going to bed? He's got to get up and go drive tomorrow. And my pops is like, men are talking. I was like, okay.
When we stayed they stayed there too in the bedroom, and I was in the living room, and Ed found this little closet under the stairs, right? We're so drunk. And Ed's in there trying to sleep. I had this girl I was dating at the time, so trying to sleep on the love seat with me. And Ed's like, I love it in here. It's amazing. Just this little under the stairs.
I know how it feels.
Yeah. So then Big John Bates and the girls are sleeping in this one bedroom, and Ed's knocking on the door, like making noises, and he started blaming it on me. He's like, "My name's Jamie. I'm big and fat. Whatever." Just trying to wake him up and shit. Being an asshole drunk. It's funny at the time though.
It's when you get chainsaws and shit.
Can't
check
beat
him out.
that, Bobby.
Big John Bates and the Voodoo Dolls. Her name is Little Miss Risk or Tristan Risk. She's in a movie called American Mary. Fantastic woman, amazing person.
Yeah, I didn't even remember that name until you said something. And it took me, I was like, no, I never heard of him. Wait a minute, did I play with him? I think I did.
You ever feel old when your friends come over, they're in a band and they want to hang out with your parents? That's when it's like, okay, maybe I should hang it up. It's time to hang it up. Nobody has sheets on their beds. You know,
I don't know. My mom used to do cocaine with my drummer all night. I'd pass out. My mom would be doing coke in the bathroom with my drummer. This is like 20 years ago.
She's a handful.
20 years ago.
But I'll tell you this much. What's interesting is I was always, I started booking and managing bands and all that stuff when I was like 15, you know? And it was through Rich Hall that was the booking agent for CBGBs. And through also Lou, I can't remember his last name, who was like working for like, you know, all these different, so they would send me bands and like they'd show me how to do everything and taught me how to do contracts and all that stuff because they were just using me because I worked for like next to nothing. And here's what I learned really quick about bands. People think that you're a groupie because you're traveling like or because you're working for these bands. No, you're the person that has to clean the bathroom so you can use it.
That's we're nasty on tour. On tour, we're like
you're the one that's
we don't shower.
You gotta find a waterfall to go stand underneath so your clothes can get clean. Because the guys don't care. They'll just start wearing their band shirts and turn their jeans inside out. And they don't give a shit if the seams are
underwear. No, you can turn your underwear inside out. That's like a brand new pair of underwear.
The reason they have those safety bands is to keep all their clothes shut because they're turning them inside out by now. That's what happened.
No, that's what we do. Yep, that's what we used to do. We would burn our clothes.
Yeah, when in 2009, when I went out with the Tater Famine, Cobra Skulls, who does we use for the intro for here, and who else was it? Tater Famine, Cobra Skulls, and Teenage Bottle Rocket. And I remember we're out on the road, and I had just bought an iTouch, and then Michael Jackson died. And I was convinced that I killed him because the entire tour was haunted by Michael Jackson cover bands who would bump us, right? So we're literally eating, we call them crunch sandwiches where you just put lettuce and mayonnaise and bread. Like that was brutal.
We would eat dry ramen. Yeah,
we went all across the country and I figured out like, oh my God, I should start an app for bands called Outdoor Showers where it shows you where waterfalls and like fountains and like people don't give a shit or like public showers are and just put it in like an app because this had just come out. Yeah, like out like swimming holes all over the country.
So you should add it to some, either start an app or add it because when I was like 18, 19, and I started booking shows.
I really didn't think that. Yeah, I really didn't think it would be helpful because I can't tell you how many times we're like, "There's a waterfall. We'll hike. We don't care. We need to go get in water. We're disgusting."
No, seriously. Well, I'm saying like
sandwiches.
Hey, you do what you got to do. Come on, everybody's gone to like a Waffle House or whatever. You know, you're road tripping and you go in there and all you can afford is like a cup of coffee and you order that bowl of hot water just so you can squeeze ketchup in it and steal their crackers and have tomato
lots of lemons.
We would eat condiment dogs from the gas station. Yeah, you get the bun and you put relish
sandwiches is just a piece of bread with nothing in it.
Right. Me and my brother one time.
So I feel like I'm doing something productive.
We bought a garlic bread at a Winn-Dixie in Gulfport, Mississippi, and I didn't even realize you had to cook it. I don't know why. I didn't realize that. That and cheese curls. We ate that.
Put it on the dash with some tinfoil. You're done.
Well,
don't ask me how I know that.
Well, Phoenix, Arizona, we were playing summertime. We took our merch box, emptied it out. The bar had a coffee machine inside, the coffee pot. So he made hot water for us. We poured that in our merch box. Poured angel fucking hair spaghetti. Just put it on our van in the sun for like, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes or something with the hot water. Like strained it out, put some sauce on it.
Yeah.
Fucking van spaghetti. It works.
The worst, and I'll be more than happy because I know you got some good stories too. The craziest thing I ever encountered was when I was in like Reno, and my friend Jonathan, he used to work for NoFX and all, invited me to come judge, and he said I needed your help to be a celebrity judge. Because like on the West Coast, it was kind of a big deal at the time. Not really. But it was like me, and it was like all these guys. It was Eric Melvin and El Jefe. And I was like, so I'm like freaking out. So I get there and I'm like, what am I here to do? They're like, he's like, oh, I need your help judging an amateur pole dancing contest. I was like, I've set foot in a strip club maybe once.
I've been a bunch of times.
So I just got shit. So all these girls kept buying me shots. I threw up in the bathroom, blamed it on the girl that was behind me. She got kicked out. Totally, I don't remember what happened. All I know is that I woke up laying down on the couch in the office, and I'd thrown up in the filing cabinet under P for puke.
Perfect place.
Organized even when I was failing. And the next thing I remember is waking up at the Boomtown Hotel and Suites, and I was like missing my pants, and I was like, uh-oh. So I put on this bathrobe, and I'm like, going on the counter, I'm like, I think something's wrong. My clothes are missing. I may have been assaulted. They're like, we've been waiting for you to come down here all day. I'm like, uh-oh. I barely had won like thousands of dollars, and like made it rain. And I was like, oh my God, I don't even want to get into it. It was really embarrassing. Actually, I wish I had a copy of that video now. But right. Dude, I was like dancing on top of the bar and like throwing money at everybody. And I'm like, I would never have done that. I blame NoFX, and I blame, the San Metropolitans, because I was so nervous. But I mean, that's what on the road, if someone's going to pay you to do something, you just do it. And the best part was when I was at my hotel or whatever, and after I was like, okay, I didn't get assaulted. I just assaulted everybody else. Cool. I opened up the freaking like glass door, and the band came in, and they all took showers. It was awesome. Like, that's what you do, right?
Yeah, I used to wake up naked all the time.
And someone washed my pants, because that's where they went. I had put them in the laundry.
Yeah, War's nemesis, he's saying cooking with a coffee machine. You haven't lived until you've had to make ramen noodles with a coffee machine or heat up leftover food with the hairdryer at a hotel.
Okay, that's brutal.
I mean, that's it.
Yeah, who can afford a hotel, though? That's
pilots wash their socks in those coffee pots. Don't drink out the coffee pots.
Washing your socks in the coffee pots.
Yeah, but now all they have is this one cut, like whatever, Keurigs. How you supposed to fuck good spaghetti or ramen or something like that?
It's 2 Ks away from me, and a really racist cup of coffee.
Oh, thank God she got creamer, because I'm going to want a cup of coffee tomorrow.
We got creamer. Oh, no. We went completely off topic. I had all these questions I wanted to ask. I wanted to ask you, because I asked you which one you thought was like the coolest. Which one of your videos got the most like reception? Like, which was the one that just, I mean, obviously the one you did with like the Corey Feldman, Corey Haim exposure thing. That, I mean, obviously that was it. But what was after that one? What is the one that people just really connected with?
Well, before I got deleted the first time, when I was getting close to 100,000 subscribers, it took a couple years, but there's two in particular. And one was called Connect the Pedots. It was Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah, as a kid. And how, by the way, who still
is not dating anybody over the age of 25? And Dan Schneider, yes, Bobby. Good point.
No, I mean, I think I had 800,000 views on that, or maybe more on that one. That one might have
had way more on the Dan Schneider one was huge. That was a big one.
Yeah, but the Leonardo DiCaprio one though, where he was surrounded by pedophiles as a kid, that one had a lot of views, probably over 1 million. And the other one was what was her name? She died. Brittany, what's her name?
Brittany, I'm gonna say Drexel, but no, it's Brittany Murphy.
Brittany Murphy.
Yeah, Brittany Murphy.
That was a weird case, though, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was a weird case. That one had a lot of views too. But I think the Leonardo DiCaprio. Just to catch people up, Brittany Murphy. It was a really strange case. Her and her husband, both died, and the same thing.
Yeah, it was almost as weird as the Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger was weird too. That was another one that you covered.
Yeah, I never really looked into the Heath.
Well, one of the Olsen twins was there, so.
Yeah, I never looked into that one really, but
I thought you did one.
No, you know who did back at that same time was Mr. Gunk, but all that shit.
I would check your records, but they deleted all your crap like 5 times, so there's no telling.
Here, there is a record. The record. Not all of the videos work, but luckily, about a month or two after I started making videos in early 2017, I started a BitChute. Now, since I was pretty early on BitChute, all my videos would back up there, but the first year it was hit or miss. Sometimes they would always back up with the metadata, the picture, the video title, whatever I wrote in the description, but the video may not work. I keep it up though on BitChute just as a record. So BitChute should have, even if it don't play, it should have every video I've made at least. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you've made some really great. I mean, you've put some really.
I've made a lot. Together. Yeah, I made a lot of videos.
People really love the Hollywood Blonde. Yeah, she was murdered like Whitney. Bobby.
They do, but I don't know. Right now, I want to take down the medical mafia. That's like my main thing right now.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll go back. Maybe I'll make blind items again. I don't know.
I mean, that would be cool. I mean, I've now made like a creepy spreadsheet of all of the celebrities that have been hung by doorknobs. So that was super fun.
There has been a lot. Well,
there has been a lot. Do you know who Jonathan Brandis, the kid from?
I was just gonna say that. I included that inside my Brittany Murphy video because she used to date him.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was his doorknob, but right out front of his door, maybe his doorknob, or maybe just right off. I don't remember, but.
The other one that was really crazy is Michael Hutchinson's one because his connections to Peaches Geldof and Bob Geldof and Paula Yates and all that. Really.
I haven't covered that
and
either.
then Ian, what was his name? Ian, the guy from The Lost Prophets and Peaches Geldof. Yeah, that's a deep one. Because Michael Hutchinson hung himself on the doorknob, right? But his like Peaches Geldof and Bob Geldof and the Live Aid stuff, and now he's Sir Bob Geldof. And like
you talking about the dude from NXS?
Yeah.
I love NXS. I do love NXS.
Yeah, Michael Hutchinson's. Never tear us apart.
You know, before I joined Downtrodden, the reggae band in 2012.
I want to hear this. I want to hear this reggae band. So I'm going to have to.
We haven't recorded. We haven't recorded, but we used to play. There's some videos of us playing back then, and now we're just restarting again. It's kind of different though. But
can you pull up something by like Shark Legs or something? Now I sent TF.
Well, it's not reggae. It's not reggae.
We're gonna embarrass you because I sent him your insane song.
I don't care. You can't really embarrass me. I've been embarrassed myself all the time.
Can you put that on like everybody real quick?
Which one? You got to tell me
the
what
insane
it is.
song. It's really short, so it's the one I sent you in your text messages.
Yeah, but to pull it up,
I think it's called like Jamie Deluxe something. That's on the site. I can't remember. You got so many like because you're hiding all over the place about stuff because you know that they're gonna come after you like at any second. You know. So he's got the Stone Philosopher, which is awesome. It's like a chat group where he just plays music and talks about what's going on. It's super fun. Great group. And thanks to anybody who came over from there. We appreciate you on that.
Hopefully I'll stream there again soon. I've just been exhausted. I think I burnt myself out after 6 years doing it, where I just can't stay awake anymore.
It's not just that. I mean, again, like you fought tooth and nail.
Oh no, it's
keep your stuff available. Well, do you think that the censorship is going to? Do you think that it's going to get better now, or do you think?
I feel like it is. I feel like it is, but I feel like the trick is decentralization. Because back then, when they first got me, I was just on YouTube and BitChute. That's it. Mm-hmm. But now every video gets uploaded to 8 different platforms. So because I'm on InfoWars, I'm on Band.
How do you feel about Rumble? You're
I'm on Rumble.
That's right.
Yeah, I upload to YouTube. I even started Facebook for just my videos. I upload the Rumble. I upload the Rockfin. I upload the InfoWars.
Who would have thought that a hot or not site for Harvard University would turn out to be, by the way, at the start of the same date that LifeLog ended, which was a CIA government information campaign to steal your data. Who would have thought? Yeah, it started February 4th, 2004. The day that LifeLog ended is the day that Facebook started. Who would have thought that a hot or not site would be where everybody would go to judge people for not being inclusive enough about people's genders and people's not being. And women aren't being treated properly and pussy hats and all that. Like, who would have thought that would be where you would go with this? You know, I don't know.
Never had a pussy hat. I wouldn't mind having a pussy hat.
Yeah, well,
I shared a link.
They will eat your face.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull this.
Carne Asada, Mr. Duggar. Shaboom, Shabba, and NXS album has a huge.
What I was saying though was I joined the reggae, and before the reggae band, I joined a cover band because Ed, my singer, was playing at the time for the Independents. I don't. You
talk about him so much that you might as well be dating him, and you know that.
I know he's like my hetero life mate because he's in every band with
me.
You
know that we're both friends with all those guys, so you know.
Yeah.
Willie B and yeah.
Yeah, so he was. Willie B may or may not be my cousin's baby daddy, but I'm not gonna get in that. I'm just gonna say he's
that's just my baby daddy. That's just my baby daddy.
Well, she has like 6 baby daddies. She has like 6 kids. I'm not judging her.
Daddies.
I'm not judging her. She lives in Maryland now. 6 kids, like 5, 6 different guys.
Walmart is for some people.
Well,
and dollar store is for others. So.
Yeah, her mom was Walmart.
Quick question: if everything went to shit, what's the first store that you would go loot?
Any pharmacy. I would go get a bunch of Adderall and Vyvanse.
You're gonna need it. You're gonna need it. Probably.
And it's painkillers. That's the first. Honestly, a pharmacy. The first place I was robbed.
Oh, I watched someone ask that on a podcast.
Here's
and
your
the woman
video.
goes, Target. I was like, no. This is a woman.
Insane.
I love this song.
It's just acoustic.
I got 20 teeth left in my head. It hurts so bad I wish I was dead. I can't take this pain. Shoot me with some Novocaine. I just want to feel numb. I don't care how. Just give me some of whatever you got. I'll take your pills without a thought because I'll do anything.
I'm not a singer.
Anything to kill this pain. I'm going insane. I'll do anything.
I hear like the 8 levels of harmonies, you know?
I can't hear this.
I hear all of it.
Yeah, I'm usually not a singer, but this is just an original because I'm a recovering drug addict. So, and I love.
I know.
drugs,
I
love
have tried to get you to record this with me in harmony like 12
Yeah,
times.
I
give up now.
usually just play
I give up.
guitar and or keyboard. Usually I don't sing, but I do write songs, or I have.
I got fucked up back in a crooked spine, always in pain, cut me a line. I can't live like this, I just need one more fix. I feel so alone, give me some more methadone, Percocet, Demerol. I don't care, I'll take them all.
I'm so glad you're in better shape now.
Oh, I want some Adderall. I mean, some Percocet and Demerol. I could use something for my back.
Like you shouldn't.
Yeah, usually I'm not.
The next thing you know is, everybody put them up. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I'm in 2 bands. I don't sing though at all for either of my bands. I play keyboard and guitar, so that's just original stuff because you got to get it out somehow. One of these days, maybe.
Do you write? Have you ever written a song or new music or play anything? I never even think I've asked you that actually. I never covered that.
I haven't really been.
I've played the Grand Ole Opry.
Yeah,
that's right.
I never played that.
I have dyslexia.
I was in a symphony for like 5 years,
I
Well,
forgot.
usually, I just play.
You know what it is? It's my blonde hair and the
Right,
Russians.
exactly.
I blame the Russians and my blonde hair.
Damn Russians.
I got double teamed by dumb. Home Depot and Build a Homestead. TF, you happen to live in a house that you built yourself, correct?
Yes, indeed. From everything.
He built his own house.
He dug my own footers,
cool.
put my own septic tank in, did everything, cut the trees down, everything from now or from beginning to still not being done.
We got lucky with this house. We sold our old house, which she had built, not like we did with our own hands, but she chose what was going here or there, like in 2011, 2012, and it was a 3-bedroom, 1-car garage house. We only paid $119 for it. By we, I always mean her because I'm a fucking piece of shit, and I'm
he just plays
like a
music
kid.
and makes videos about Hollywood people.
Yeah, she bitches at me for a while, and then I pay
He's the other way
her
around.
Yeah, I always date up because it's like I come from shit, my mom's shit. Yeah, if I
you gotta date up, man. I mean, come on.
Yeah, she comes from money. I don't come from her. Fucking her dad, my father-in-law, helped me get this car. I gotta pay him off. I didn't have any fucking money.
And it's gonna
My
break
mom
down
ain't
any
getting
minute
money.
again, so you gotta be careful.
What is it?
It's gonna break down in any minute, so you gotta be careful.
Yeah, don't jinx me. It just did.
At least the car is done.
Conspiracy playtime.
Hey, what's up, dude?
Yeah,
Well, here's the thing.
He was on our show. He was on our show a couple weeks ago. So.
That's what I did when I built this house. The first thing I finished was the bar, and that was done. So nothing else could be changed. So I got a 500 square foot bar in my house, which is
Well,
cool.
I was driving a 2003 Escape for years. I kept falling apart.
Escape.
Yeah, her brother cut the
It's
catalytic
like
converter.
Tarjay. The
'Cause
Tarjay of cars.
Missy does too. We live in South Carolina. You can drive fucking anything. There's no inspection here. You can just fucking
None.
drive any piece of shit.
No
They don't care.
stickers.
Yeah. Just whatever.
They don't care if you don't have a plate. As long as you have it in the car, they're like, okay, well, you're good. Keep going.
Yeah. So
we
lucky
don't
there.
have inspections where I live either. It's not.
You don't have them in Georgia? Okay.
Not where I
Well,
live.
you're right next. You are right next to us, so that's not too bad either.
Yeah, we're
But,
the people everybody makes fun of, but we're
I like Georgia.
we're the ones laughing, really. We're like, you're
The
sitting in
police are
line. dude,
fantastic. I love that movie Deliverance, by the way.
Yeah. No, honestly, I am because I'm originally from Massachusetts. I moved here as a kid. I was born outside of Boston, and I'm fucking thankful as fuck right now that live in the Bible Belt. You know, I'm so thankful.
Well, I'm so redneck. Sometimes I wish that somebody would steal my catalytic converter.
Yeah, I go ahead.
I live in Charleston, South Carolina, and I do not look good in the color orange. So every once in a while, I have to scream "Go Cox." So I don't want to hear about your privilege. Okay.
I live in the redneck Riviera.
Writing down the soundbite.
He is in Myrtle Beach, dude. Like
they filmed.
The thick of it. If you
they filmed the Eastbound Down here.
Go there.
Yeah, they filmed the Eastbound Down. Kenny Powers came here, and they filmed season 3. So this is where I live, and I'm proud of it.
My brother and I were both extras in that, by the way, in Eastbound and Down.
I could have been. I was working at Landshark when they were filming.
I think we hung out when I was there, didn't we?
That was 2011, I believe. Yeah, I was working at Landshark when they were filming that. Michael Wood was in it. Michael Wood was in it because he was at the Pelicans game with the Myrtle Beach Merman. Yeah, he was at the.
Who can tell what he's looking at? That
I love the Myrtle Beach Merman. Kenny Powers is like my hero, man.
When it came out, when it came out,
it was fucking hilarious. Or whatever, I think, for the Merman.
And then
that was one of the best shows ever.
Yeah, season 3 they start filming it here. I'm like, what the fuck? That makes sense though. It does make sense, you know. And that's where I live. So
you're fucking out. I'm fucking in.
Exactly. And I'm proud of it though. Like he fits in here.
To his own tapes.
I would go hang out with him if he was here.
Who does that? Dr. Fauci.
There's so many times I'm watching like podcasts or something that are like too serious and everybody's like taking everything serious. And I just always want to be like, hold on a minute. You know, Kenny's cutting in. And, you know, come in there, just wreck them. Just go in there like a goddamn, just wreck the place like a bull in a fucking china shop. And just wreck the whole place. It would be awesome.
It would be like me walking up a flight of stairs. Like I fall up the stairs like a president at least once a week. So.
My philosophy is
no, they fall up the stairs now.
I fell in the bathroom. I got too drunk like 3 months ago and I fell in the bathroom. I'm still trying to heal this wound in my leg from it. I swear to God, it reminded me of being on methadone where I'd be taking a piss.
He had lost his phone while he was out of town. Those are done.
That reminds me of a dream I had. Taking a piss.
You have a dream too? The last guy that said that didn't work out well. So
no, I don't. I usually don't. I smoke too much weed usually to remember them, and when I pass out drunk without smoking enough weed, I do remember bits and pieces, and they're so fucked up I don't want to. But when I was on methadone, that was a different story. Those were lucid ass dreams, like so real.
See, that's why I like. Okay, so I've always been like really weird, like because when I was like a kid hanging out with all these punk rock kids, I watched so many of my friends just die or just. I watched one of my friends who was trying to get clean jump out of a second story window to go get dope. And I was like, I'm not going to do that. And so I have had the same bag of weed since last summer.
I have since Wednesday.
So I have to smoke it and watch Juwanna Man because my kid's not getting out of karate until 4:30. I'm like, it's 8:30 in the morning. I could do this today.
Oh, I do it every day anyway.
I got till 4:30 to sober up.
I don't need to sober. If I sober up, I'm not taking out my kids. I ain't driving my car.
Oh, no, whatever. Your son's amazing. He's great. He's a great kid. Both your kids are great, though.
Yeah, my daughter, I feel bad though. My daughter does gymnastics. She plays drums with me. Sometimes she'll jam with me and shit. She's younger too. My son just fucking wants to play video games.
That's right. He's teaching his daughter how to play drums.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, very cool. He's building his own partridge family.
I try. If I can get my son to play bass or at least keyboard, but he won't. He just wants to play like video games and shit. And
have you tried doing a game that had like? Have you tried? What is it? Rock Band or what was it? What was the one that was?
No, he only plays on a
computer. That's what a mom says. What was that game? Rock Band or something?
Hey, listen. It's 2023. As long as he's not learning to play the skin flute or the male organ, I think you're doing.
No. So. I mean, he's learning computer stuff. I got on a computer a couple years ago. He's only 9, but he knows how to do a lot of stuff. I don't even understand the shit, but half the shit he does anymore. So I did get on a computer, but I got my daughter drums. I'm hoping my son would play too, but he doesn't. Because I got a bass amp in here and a bass, and the keyboards and everything. But whatever, he's doing his own thing.
Yeah,
they'll do what they want to do.
Exactly.
I mean, again, like there are games and stuff that involve. But you know what? When he's interested, when he realizes that chicks dig guitar,
that's true. I was 11 when I started, so he's only 9.
There you go.
Exactly. He was really good at
guitar, violin, and piano.
What? Oh yeah. Well, as soon as he walked in on him, right? Not walked in.
Sorry, here. Thank you, Miss Julia.
I have his computer in the living room right by the TV, so we can see everything he does. So as soon as he walks,
this is what a psychopath I am. Hang on.
Were you snorting something?
No, I've got I got a keyboard here, right? Then I've got I got an accordion here.
I got an accordion that you got me somewhere down here.
Like, yes, I did get you one. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Can we hear a song? Can we hear a song? Can we hear a song on the accordion?
Absolutely.
I don't know where mine is. She can play it. I don't know where mine is.
Right, here we go.
It might be in here. I don't know. There you go. It reminds me of Gummo.
I'm gonna eat spaghetti in the bathtub.
Yeah, I think mine's over there somewhere. With the bunny ears on. Gay rabbit.
It's really stiff. You hear that? It needs
bravo.
It needs more. Well, what I do is I hang them out like when it's raining or whatever. I go and I take it in the garage and I stretch it and I hang it from a hook in my garage to help loosen the bellows. That's why accordions and squeeze boxes work so well in marinering. Like that's why they're on the sea shanties and all, because the paper, the material that you hear that squeak that. Hear that?
Oh yeah.
That's because the bellows have not.
Sounds like an old.
So when you have a lot of humidity, it makes it sound a lot better. So that's why sea shanties, they use the squeeze box, because the humidity helped the instrument actually sound.
We have a humidity here. I think mine's somewhere.
I got it in my hair right now. Look at this. This was straight an hour ago.
When you sent it to me or you bought it for me, I was living in the old house, so I moved.
That's right. I forgot about that.
So it's over. I think it's in my drawer. That used to be a baby diaper changing table, but it's got some good drawers in the bottom, and I lost one of the knobs.
Absolutely, anytime, Colby.
He's going to request Inagata Davida on the.
Colby, you should come up in just a minute when we open up. What time is it? When are we gonna open up our panel?
Yeah, I can drop the link.
It's one. So Jamie, what we do now is
2 hours.
Yeah,
So,
we put up your link and let people come in and ask questions. Obviously, we get people. So if anybody wants to come up, if you can just post the link, TF. I mean, this did not feel like it's been 2 hours. That just flew by.
No, that went by. You said that. I just looked. I was like, holy shit, it's actually
I know.
Been on for 2
I
hours.
told you, Jamie's good people. I'm so glad 2 of my favorite people are in the same room. This is awesome. You know, I love you to death, Jamie. I'll fist fight somebody's mama for him. And TF, you know, you're my business partner. So like, this is really fun for me today. Everybody I love is here.
I could sit here.
Hey, PPP Cali girl. Hey, PPP Cali girl's here. What's up, girl?
I was just down in Charleston, but it was only for a few hours. My daughter had a gymnastics competition last month. Instead of staying the night, we went down for the day, did the competition, and we went to go eat. And we show up at this place. I forget what it was called. It was like a stand-up bar, so I didn't get to do anything.
A stand-up bar, yeah.
I did. Just for everybody listening, I did drop the link. If you don't know how it works, all you got to do is click on that link. It is a StreamYard link, pretty self-explanatory. I've seen a lot of people a lot more dumber than you figure it out. Everybody should be able to
buy a haircutted freak.
Yeah, if anybody would like to come on, I mean, we'll take people on like one person at a time. We don't want
our pets' heads are falling off.
But, yeah, there's the link right there. I posted.
Have you lived in Atlanta forever?
Thanks, Colby.
No. I'm actually from like South Miami, Florida Keys, and I don't live in Atlanta.
That's easy.
Around
stoplights change.
Yeah, I gotcha. I'm just curious because I've had shows there, but a lot of them fell through. But I did play there like 20 years ago. But the club hasn't been there forever, I don't think. So
what was it called?
Club, I think 513.
Okay,
but this is like 2001.
Yeah, way back.
Yeah, something like that.
The first tour I ever went on was when I was 17 with the Independents to Ybor City with Michael Wood, actually.
Okay, yeah, he's toured with them.
Yeah. What year was this?
1999.
Oh, 1999 in Ybor.
I have Independence tattoo.
Probably sketchy as fuck.
Yeah, that's the first band I went on tour with was the Independents, and their manager was I think Joey Ramone, right? I think it was.
Yeah, Joey. Until he died, Joey was their manager. Yeah.
You know that I was supposed to be Michael. I was actually like brought down to SLED that got paid to be in Michael Graves' video, and then I got cut somehow. Yeah, because it was like a bunch of scad.
My band at the time, Dead Center, we recorded with Brian McKenzie, Michael Wood's partner, and they were supposed to give our demo to Joey. We gave them to give to Joey right before Joey died. So yeah, we did give it to the Misfits. We meant the Misfits back then, and it was Michael Graves when he was still singing for him. And
he was a really nice dude. He was a really nice dude. Way nicer than music, I'm sure.
Yeah, Shark played with him a bunch of times. Just him solo. Our first show was with Michael Graves. And
remember, I used to book him and Joe Buck yourself.
I remember Joe. He was in Hank 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I played with Hank 3.
I used to book Hank the Third. I used to book Joe Buck, and I used to book Michael Graves. And I actually did their Australia tour.
Okay, well, that
was the first international tour I ever booked. Was all over Australia for them. So
we played with Hank 3 in Allendale, South Carolina.
Oh, at the
Kicking Horse. No, the Kicking Horse in Allendale.
That's right, because my dad had a motorcycle track in the back of that at the time. Remember?
Okay, yeah, it was all outside. I was so drunk all weekend. But
my dad used to own a motor. There was a biker bar called the Kicking Horse. Okay.
Yeah,
and
right now that.
My dad owned a dirt bike track that they built behind this motorcycle bar, and my brother and my dad used to manage it. It's like off of it was like almost, I think it was Allendale, right? Because you had Eddie Green's place, right? And then you had
it was right on 17.
Yeah.
And it was outdoors, and we played
Yeah, so my dad used to do the dirt bike track. And then the Kicking Horse is right there. So, like, my brothers would all go drink over there in the rain.
We played there with the Fathers, too. I think Ollie, got so drunk he passed out, there in the field for the night.
Thanks, Joey. Joey said, this is actually the third time I've tuned in today to TF and Missy's stream. Hippie and I have been hanging out all day. Hippie Dippy Cali Girl is fantastic. You talked to her earlier, TF.
Right.
In the Twitter space we were in.
Right. Yeah, I came on that Twitter space. That was interesting. Those people are just too my one concern with that is everybody's so I don't know, not snooty, but it's like there's so many rules to it. It's like
there's no rules. There's two rules. There's number one, don't piss me off. Number two, I'll moondoor you.
Yeah, not yours necessarily, not yours, but a lot of them that you listen to.
I just don't put up with shit.
Well, I'm the type of person that if a conversation's happening and something funny and you want to chime in, I don't want to wait 45 minutes to say this 10-second funny thing that I have to say or whatever. Just here's my 2 cents, By the time it comes around to you.
Have you done any of the Twitter spaces or checked any of that stuff out yet?
I've done one Twitter space. She's got a lot of followers. I can't remember.
Did I tell you that when I was on Dr. Drew Pinsky's show?
No.
Okay. So I was day drunk. I'll admit it. My kid was at my mom's house for the week, and for the week,
you fucking know I don't judge. So
I got shit can hammered. So I'm up here like falling out of my chair, and Drew Pinsky. I was like, I gotta go get in there. And so what I said with him was, my opening. I wrote it down, everything, and I was like, oh, and I'm pretty sure I slurred. I was like, Dr. Drew Pinsky, you have such a background and experience when it comes to addictions. Do you think the vaccines are addictive? Because I need to get at least 14 today. If I start putting them between my toes, does that make me Jennifer Connelly? I said something like that. I can't remember. So I asked if people can get addicted to getting vaccines. And
obviously
gone. I was just gone. I was immediately gone. But he didn't have a break on it, so it aired. I was like, people are addicted to vaccines. You're the expert. What do you think's going to happen?
I never shot up any drugs.
I need at least 14 a day, or else I just don't feel like I'm safe.
The shooting up thing.
My toes.
The shooting up thing was always like where I drew the line when before I was like, never.
Here's the thing. I checked into the local. They built one in 2004. It was built, and me and my mom, who's also she's a recovering drug addict now, but she was a drug addict. Me and my mom got appointments there, 2004. I was starting to have dreams. Yeah, we cleaned up together, but I started having dreams back then about shooting up. So, I had always dreamed, so I knew that eventually I would have, but luckily I never did.
Yeah, that was always when you
to lean on,
That was when you watched people totally drop off. They would hit that point, and then you would see people just totally. I mean, their whole world would just go to shit at that point.
I watched somebody jump out of a 2-story building and break his leg. so he could go get dope. And I was like, I'm not going to do that ever.
Right.
Well, I made a
Can you imagine me on
video
cocaine? Terrible idea.
a few years ago.
Oh my
Not a
God!
few years.
Your whole room would probably catch on fire.
a couple months ago, I made a video called "My Doctor Killed Himself," and it's a true story about when I was 18 and I started going to the pain management center with my mother, and I found I knew back then the DEA shut them down. So we started going through withdrawals and all this shit, right? The DEA shut this place down that I had been to for a couple of years. I wasn't getting Oxycontins. I was actually getting Loracets, 10 milligram Loracets. But at 18 years old, 120 Loracets. So 4 times a day I was taking them more. And my best friend had just died. He was 19. He drowned in a hot tub after an asthma attack. So my head was fucked up, and it killed the emotional pain too. My friend Judd, who I did name my son after him. He died in a hot tub. And then like a year later, the DEA shut down my doctor's office because people were ODing on oxys. And
like that American Pain kind of deal, yeah.
My doctor, who was I thought it was pretty cool. He came to one of our concerts at us and Squirrel. I don't know if you heard Squirrel. They were pretty big around here. They were local.
Squirrel? Where?
Look, Squirrel.
So he killed himself. I thought he shot himself. I always heard that, but when I made this video a couple months ago, it's on my channel. I found out that he hung himself, and he was only like 40 something.
Wow.
Which I'm 40 something now. I was only like 20 at the time, but I'm 40, maybe 22. I'm 40 something now, but he killed himself at, a little older than I am now because they're all facing jail time. I had no clue. The head doctor there, which is my mom's doctor. My mom's daughter was older. Dr. Woodward was connected to the fucking mafia. John Gotti's head guy.
Interesting.
Joseph Locascio from the mafia. His brother opened some kind of it's in the video, but some kind of scanning thing for like shit, people wouldn't need to like I don't know if it was CAT scans or something like that in the same fucking doctor's office that we were going to. He was a partner there. So the whole fucking doctor's office was connected to the fucking mafia in New York, John Gotti. And that was my mom's doctor. He had like 17 assault rifles, they said, in his doctor's office. I've been in that fucking doctor's office back then.
Assault rifles or ARs because people don't teach.
I don't fucking know. Some guns. We're
gonna go with it. We're gonna go with. Well, what is an assault rifle?
Exactly. I don't know. I never saw any guns though. I never saw any guns up there in the office.
What do you think about the Murdoch trial thing? Because I was doing a deep
I haven't
dive.
paid attention. I never been. I know it's South Carolina, but I haven't paid attention.
Dude, the
Well,
guy.
that was crazy.
I was doing all this research yesterday.
Hey,
on
Missy.
Smith.
Hey, Missy, we do actually have a guest joining us here. And no other than Friction Vixen.
Yes.
Here we go.
I thought you were on a plane.
She's not on a plane anymore. So
I'm on
what's
a
up,
plane.
Friction?
I was never on a plane. That's
I know.
You're a liar.
Believe me, I know.
Oh yeah, you can't use internet on a plane, right?
I'm drunk and high at the same time, drinking champagne on an airplane.
I'm pretty drunk and high too. I'm getting more high though.
Gotta have goals.
Always.
So what's up, Friction? What you up to
Discuss
today?
these things on YouTube. No,
You gotta love that about YouTube that you can just talk to anybody. It's pretty amazing, I think. Actually, I love it.
Nobody needs to know my high facts.
Got hamps.
It's Saturday. I was gonna say it's Friday, but it's Saturday.
She's got a hamster in her shirt that says "Got hams." That's freaking adorable.
We got a hamp.
Wait. You missed the whole.
You
It happens sometimes. But you know.
It's live.
Oh Lord.
We do have a ham. His name's Hammy. You want to hear something?
That's the hamper.
Hammy died. We replaced
y'all know
Hammy.
who Theo Vaughn is?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a Theo Vaughn shirt that was
Because he had that joke where he was selling hamsters.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what this shirt is.
I love it. That's great. He's awesome. It's very smart dude. Do you know his
His
father?
His hair's weird though. His hair is weird.
His father was born in 1910.
1810?
1910.
19.
Still fucking
1810. Holy shit.
He's also Nicaraguan.
Yeah, Dad was like 70 when he had him.
Yeah.
His dad was born in 1472.
He was like 7 years old when he had Theo Vaughn.
I swear, like,
He came
Theo
over on the
was
Mayflower.
one of the people that made me think, like, damn, my dad, like, I didn't really have it that bad. Like, I thought that my dad was old as shit. Like, growing up, I thought he was cool, and I was like, dang, he looks good for his age, but my dad was 41 when he had me.
Damn.
And my mom was
I'm
26. I was like,
I'm 42, so.
Oh, so why do I always have to be the oldest people? The oldest person?
I feel pretty old
You have the
though.
best voice.
Pretty beat up.
Okay, thanks.
Let's just
but
even
that's how I
things out.
feel. That's how I feel.
Hey,
I'm 47 now.
traveling school,
Jesus
I
Christ.
actually feel great right now because usually I don't know that I just haven't realized that I'm getting older. And
Well, I
so
realize
I always
that
feel
I
like,
am.
damn, I'm the oldest one in the room, you know? And right now I'm the youngest one in the room.
Not today.
Keep going on
not
about
today.
me being old. Makes me feel great.
You know what? You want to hear something fucked up? You know 9/11? The 9/11?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my 21st birthday. So the one that just happened last year in 2022, I've been 21 twice. That was like 21 more years after I turned 21. Yeah, my birthday's 9/11, so it's weird. It's fucking weird.
Is that why your children of those ages to commemorate it?
Hey, my kids are 9 and 7, so that means I was a musician. I still am, but I was a traveling musician, and I partied. I was all about sex, drugs, rock and roll. I only have 2 kids. But I have my 30s.
No, I'm thinking this is that you know of kind of deal because
No,
no,
I know how to pull. You know what I know?
My
How to pull
dad
out.
has
I know how to pull
that he
out.
knows of.
Oh, he's got a
my
strong
dad went
pull-out
to
game.
Mexico every year for freaking 25 years and fucked up these senoritas and senoras out there. I guarantee you,
Senoritas
I am
and
the
senoras. I love it. Senoras. Like,
I need to do a campaign. Pulling out works because I know it does.
I told you my dad was 41 when he had me. So.
Our Afghanistan pull-out game is super weak. Just saying.
You're talking about Afghanistan. What the fuck are you talking about Afghanistan?
I said, but everyone's pull-out game might be weak, but not in Afghanistan. Is
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
We got to make sure China can go pick up that stuff on our tab, you know.
You see the video of that, and then like them, like the balloon planes.
Yeah.
I don't know
That was
anything
fun.
about it, but
that was a fun
it's
week of
weird.
speculation.
It was
Yeah,
fun. Yes, speculation's always fun.
Our friend of the show, Ty Guy, and he's inspired me to do the same thing. He's been keeping record of all these plants. We actually had it. What was it, like our 3rd episode or 4th episode? I can't remember.
He came on.
Yeah, he came on and we talked about all of the plane crashes and fires. Did you guys see that last night? There was a chocolate factory fire.
I did see that. Yes,
chocolate.
Yeah.
Willy Wonka's fucked.
Yeah,
Willy Wonka.
I was like, does Amber Heard like countersuing? Like, what's going on up there?
They're making s'mores. They're just making s'mores.
The
What are you talking about?
snozberries just like snozberries. And I'm sorry, people died, but I mean, legit though, like I don't know them, so.
Wait, people actually died in a chocolate fire?
That's what if I want to. If I'm going out, I think that's the way I want to go.
May I have some more, please? S'mores.
It's like rubbing it on your nipples, you know. It's like,
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Look.
They just jumped in the fucking. Oh, it's our bird.
So wait, yes, this is our.
You have to ask. I mean, I didn't think birds were real, so maybe I was wrong. I thought that they just set on fire.
Wait a minute. Solo layout
There's
here.
a chip in this thing's brain. It's a robot. I made it.
Welcome everybody into our weekly
Does it have
segments of Chicks and Shit with Friction Vixen, giving our weekly update of the chicks. So here we go.
Oh, I didn't get eggs. I cooked my kids breakfast in the morning. I did not get eggs. And you know what? Chick-fil-A is closed on Sunday. We're fucked.
You better hide those chickens. You better
That
hide
chicken is
those.
beautiful, honey.
I like it.
I love it.
Nice
What's his
chicken
name?
there.
What is his name?
This one I have not named. I want to name it I kind of want to name it Silver, because when this was the only one that when it was born, it kind of had like a silver, almost lavender color to its back. It's harder to tell right now, but I don't know why I want to name it Silver. And the other 2 I have not named. or I don't usually name my chickens too much. I did name my biggest hawk outside. Well, no, I don't do that actually. Which I mean, I hunt my food. I've put a freaking arrow in a deer and have not had any problem with it. But one thing I don't do, I don't kill my chickens that I raise and eat them. I will eat their eggs.
We have to have a private talk with our lawyer. He's being inappropriate. Our lawyer needs to get lawyered.
I had to go steal cigarettes from my mom.
I wanted the other one. It's different.
Paul Malls, these things suck, but beggars can't be choosers.
Well, I think it's really awesome that
you're
taking care of your family, though, His name is dinner. No, his name is lunch. I get a hamster, but bird's been embezzling from me.
Yeah, Mr. Duggar's bird is
There's birds and hamsters going on.
Our unofficial lawyer is being way too official. Water guns, that's the ticket.
Look at that.
I think Mr. Duggar's having a good evening.
Yeah, that's a lot of chicks. It's a lot of chicks.
Chicks and shit.
What do you got
my
going
bird.
on?
This is my squirrel bird.
I remember you. I
ran away. Look how mad he is. Listen to me.
Oh, my dogs. Oh, yeah. If I do anything, my dogs are mad at me now.
He's so mad at me right now.
I think didn't he try to kill you like a couple months ago?
I like to he just chucked him in the floor.
I got a laundry basket. There's a laundry basket back there for him.
I'm joking.
Look at it. She's multiplying these things. We're doing learn math. 1, 2, 3. We're counting.
1, 2, 3. Dora's a coyote.
How many are going to be? I don't know. It's a mystery.
His name, Mr. Duggar says his name is Adolf, and he is sketchy.
Yeah, it's his bird. His bird's name is Adolf, and he is pretty sketchy. I've actually talked to him.
Again, I'm still convinced that they're not real. That's why they stay on. That's why they go to the telephone wires. They can upload the information and recharge.
I feel like if I listen to music in headphones,
chickens don't count though because they're definitely real. But
yeah,
any of the birds don't trust it.
I'll be listening to music.
I guess definitely show you some video footage that will prove otherwise.
And I'll hear them like singing, and if I don't like, it's not out loud. I feel like the birds, whatever they are, can hear what I'm hearing in my head, and they sing along to it.
My friend Dr. Lori has an African gray, and it's an adopted parent, right?
You said it. I dated a girl with an African gay.
An African gay?
How did that work for you?
Well, the motherfucker bit me, right? And I thought I killed her $1,000 bird. I went to feed her the nut. Not in a gay way, but just like
you killed her bird.
But then when you talk about he bit you, an African gay bit you. Where did he bite you?
Bit me on my finger, and that's what I was like.
Are you sure it was your finger? What finger was it?
Please tell me it was the pinky. Please tell me
it was my index finger. It was this one. So I'm feeding her the nut, right?
On the AZT drugs, you're patient 0.
So I'm like 19 or whatever. I'm dating this girl in Marion. I come over there. She's this African gay. Right? Here you go. Motherfucker bites my finger. I'm like, why? He's stuck on my finger on my shit. Until he falls on the floor. It's traumatized me. I'll never fucking beat a bird again. I don't trust him. He lived through it, but I thought I killed him for a minute.
Petey, what a pretty bird, Petey.
That's no. I know her mom paid like $1,000 for this bird.
Oh, my friend Dr. Laura, she rescued one. So she's like, I don't know how old this bird is. What I do know is that it repeats answering machine messages from like the early 90s and then
1982.
And then like the bird, like whenever she goes in the bathroom, it goes and flies into the bathroom and hangs out on the shower curtain and makes picture clicking noises. She goes,
what?
There's an only birds fan somewhere out there, and she's just taking pictures of me in the bathroom and sending it to everybody to know what's up.
Well, I've told
my mom.
She was interviewing Dr. Lee. She was interviewing Dr. Lee on Clubhouse, right? Like a one-on-one interview because she's also a research into the vid. And in the background, the bird goes, "Hello, fucker." She's like, I'm so sorry. She's adopted.
I've told you before about walking through the red light districts in Thailand. and you're going across, and they come up with like these menus, and on this menu, this thing, and it says bird show, and I'm like, well, I just have to know what this is.
We're gonna have to move around.
I am curious.
I mean, okay, all right, you've got my curiosity now, and it is bird show. I mean, you saw parakeets, you know. I've seen ping pongs and all kinds of things, but all of a sudden, parakeets flying out
is that what Dr. Fauci's new Chinese girlfriend's name is? Ping pong.
Right.
I don't know. I think it's probably a chick with a dick at least, because I picture him with like little boys.
She's not Michelle Obama. Sorry.
Well, I mean, that's a dude with a dick. So,
TF, you can punish me later. I was told not to say that ever again.
I will say about 5 years ago, 5.5 years ago, 6 years ago. People would tell me, like, oh, so and so's a dude, blah, blah, blah. I would just roll my eyes, like, yeah, whatever. How the fuck do you know? Until, especially with Michelle Obama, I saw the Ellen video of him dancing with his dick flopping around. Oh. And I got the original video from the Ellen YouTube channel.
Rumble.
And I slowed it down. Back then, like, I zoomed in, and that is a big swinging dick. There's no denying. That's a big swinging dick.
Sorry,
it is. So I was like, well, all right, you guys were right. That's a big swinging dick. I mean, it's obvious.
In charge.
Oh my God.
No, real life. You didn't even get to see the worst part. The worst part was after they did that dance, they went backstage and took turns whipping the interns with car antennas for smelling like mayonnaise. You missed that part.
I did miss that part. Thank God.
Mr. Duggar, welcome. Your legalistics.
Here is our lawyer. Welcome in, Mr. Duggar. Mr. Duggar loves everybody, and everybody loves Mr. Duggar, and he is our official attorney. He's popping in right now saying,
perfect time.
Missy, shut the fuck up.
I don't know, man.
We have fun here.
Gonna come in or not? You know, I got Joey.
You got away?
What?
I heard Dewey. I'm like, you're never going to
I heard dough, like pizza dough.
Your internet's breaking up, Mr. Duggar. Really bad.
I heard Dewey. I'm like, well, you're never going to go to Canada now.
Try to take yourself off camera and see if that helps.
I'll go out and come back in.
I mean, yeah, there you go. You're breaking up really bad.
Just remember, Corn Pop's a bad dude.
Yeah, Corn Pop's
is a bad dude. Hey, speaking of horrible things, I always like to point out, like, even the humor on works. Even a humor.
Now he's being filthy. Lawyer, we need help.
Can we hear Mr. Duggar now?
Chicks, man.
No.
It's an alien.
What the hell?
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you a little better, yeah.
What is going on here? I'm hearing some voices in my head.
I know.
Yeah. That's probably the birds.
The bird has the deep ass voice.
We had one that was at my house. We had a mockingbird that kept doing car alarm noises. And I was like, I'm going to kill it. But then it flew away.
Can y'all hear me too? I'm sorry.
Yeah, we can hear you great, Friction. Hey, listen, before I forget.
You can hear me too, though, right?
Yes, we can hear you great, Friction.
No,
so I always,
you can hear me chewing.
Chewing?
Yes. I'm not interrupting you chewing, right? You can hear me
Are you eating your birds? Because I'm getting hungry.
Some of their going on fucking baby
chicken nuggets.
I'm not trying to be rude. I'm chewing and I'm like, oh God. I'm like, I'm interrupting him. I'm like, but my mic thing is not working.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
Here, give me the mic for 2 seconds. So we all know that I'm going Twitter Spaces on you now.
Raise your hand.
So we all know that the news cycle this week has been, consumed with the Donald Trump thing. Everybody wanting him to be arrested. The Krasantine brothers are basically, banging each other 50 times a day.
Brothers.
Yeah, hoping to do that. We heard Donald.
Is that the guys that beat up fucking Jesse Smollett?
Oh yeah.
Everything woke.
This is
everything.
Not this one.
That the case actually gets adjudicated in the press, and people see it's bullshit, and they go and they say it's unfair.
Know that, but so it has even inspired a rap video this week.
Hang on. He's in Waco, Texas. That would not be where I would choose to go if I'm fighting with the deep state. Just my opinion.
Even if I was a Baylor Bears fan, I wouldn't want to go to Waco, Texas. But
I'm not sure where it is.
It has inspired
in Waco?
I know all about. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm just not sure where in
Davidians.
Texas. 'Cause I played all over Texas. This is what I'm wondering. Where at in Texas is it?
If you're gonna play in
By
Texas, you better
Athens?
have a fiddle in the band.
Exactly. Check
Major
this.
new developments involving former President Donald J. Trump. Trump saying today he expects to be arrested on Tuesday and is calling for protests.
I heard the feds want to lock up Uncle Trump. Democrats trying to lock up Uncle Trump. J6 committee wants to lock up Donald Trump. Alvin Bragg wants to lock up Donald Trump. Why them liberals try to hate on Donald Trump? Why's the left always plotting on Uncle Trump? You know they jealous, they can't be like Uncle Trump. The type to take the stand, to lie on Donald Trump. You know the typical liberal, out here lying again. A deep state witch hunt, they out here spying again. And 7 years later, why you...
So
he's
like
only
Austin,
6
I'm
foot
getting
tall.
down. I'm getting down.
He's getting ready to get down. That's a brand new cut he's wearing there. That's a brand new
I mean,
vest.
that's some awesome shit right there. You know, he's
See, Jamie, we're in the wrong industry. We need to start writing rap songs.
Rap. Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
You think I can
it's
rap?
poetry is.
I can do
write
hip hop.
it.
I can rap.
You know, I one thing I've always aspired to do, I haven't, is write the music and program some music, like do it on a computer. It's so complicated. Like I have a
little bit.
synthesizer, I could do that. It's complicated. I'm more of an analog musician, but yeah, I would like to do that.
I wrote one for the tinfoil hat show. It never got used, but it was pretty good. It was like conspiracy theories getting a bad rap. Someone should tell the cabal about the tinfoil hat. Yeah,
I wrote one for work.
Lying and losing, beach bitten the truth. And
When I first got my job at my place, whatever. I'll just say where I work at a place called Beach Automotive, and we have a bunch of brands. So what I did was I took, this is years ago, I took Mr. Roboto. So I was like, they didn't like it though. I said, we should do this. We should do Domo. It's like you do it.
Domo arigato.
Yeah, Domo arigato. Buy from Beach Auto. Volvo.
that's good. That's actually
Domo
good.
arigato,
Exactly.
Mr. Roboto.
And
Wait, but
I had
he
ideas.
works for an automotive group, so he
Yeah.
did Domo arigato, buy from Beach Auto.
And I had ideas they didn't want to go with, like Topless August, where we have convertibles.
Topless
I think-
August?
yes, I think and like junk in the trunk, where we have like cars with like big trunks. Like
My car has
at
its
the
top off
time-
right now.
At the time, it was like they don't make sedans really anymore, but at the time, this is like 2015, 2014, it was like Lincoln MKS, which was a
Back when
sedan
Matthew
with a big
McConaughey
trunk.
worked for him.
I had like a Ford Taurus with a big trunk. You can put like 3 bodies in there.
Dude,
They
so
didn't go
sick
with
in
any.
the back.
Oh yeah, I used to have a Lincoln Town Car, and you know
Yeah.
most people don't know. You know, there's always in these cars like that. There's always a release button
Yes.
from inside the trunk,
It looks
which I
like-
think is awesome. They
Yes,
glow
it
in the
looks-
dark.
And they have a picture of like it looks like a midget in the hand.
Because
on
they
it.
know,
Yeah, exactly.
they know. Everyone has seen Goodfellas. They know what happens.
Exactly. That's how I knew about it. But you know what I did recently?
No,
I
it's
mean-
so fucking twisted.
they make me get TikTok because I do some social media stuff for them. So what I did was I filmed a brand new Ford Raptor, and I put the video of the Raptor I filmed because I have a gimbal, like a handheld DJI gimbal. I also have a drone. They bought me one years ago, but I crashed it into the river. But so I filmed the Ford Raptor, and I put the fucking Mrs. Doubtfire Raptor rap on it. I'm a raptor. I did. I swear to God. Missy, I'll send it to you later.
Find it
All right?
immediately.
I'll find it right now.
Sorry.
Yes, I'll find it right now. But then we bought this other brand across the street, and then we built another. So we're expanding. I'm thankful I work for them. They pay me well. They treat me well. Every time I've been on Tinfoil Hat 4 or 5 times.
What's that? What's going on with the crunchy?
I don't know, but I've been on Tinfoil Hat 4 to 5 times. My boss is very supportive. He's let me leave work and take like a 3-hour lunch break to go.
Your car's always breaking down, so.
Exactly.
Mr. Duggar, are you back
I'll
with
go
us?
ahead. I'll find it real quick. I was leasing a car from them for 2015 to 2018. I'm the only person that I know that has Ford repossessed from Ford and taken away to
You
across the
worked there?
street. I worked there, yeah. I was leasing a Ford Focus for a while, and I fell for the old. What is
The
it
Domo
called?
Arigato rap's just not working, huh? It seemed like you thought it was going to.
No, I
when
fell
you're
for the
showing up late for work and you have to like hide your car in the back.
I didn't know. what it was I think it's TDA accounts back then. It was the Federal Reserve.
The trunk.
I paid my 4 car payments with the Federal Reserve bank account that I thought I had through my Social Security number and routing number to the Boston where I was born, Boston Federal Reserve. And this is a thing going around in like 2017, 2018.
Oh yeah, it was a big, and people still repeat it.
I mean, I haven't heard it in a while, but I was like, I got to try it. 3 car payments went through. I was like, fuck yeah, because I was like 3 car payments behind. Yeah, so they went through. Then they all fucking backfired, and they came and towed my car. I had to pay $1,400 to get it back. $1,400.
Arigato, you should have paid your bills.
So I'm really a fucking asshole. I work at Ford, and they fucking yeah, they took it away. Well, how does that work? That's like
the cheapest repo they ever had to do.
It
has nothing to do with the fucking dealership. You know, it was Ford Credit took it away, and then I had to come up with all this money. Yeah, I don't have good credit. They should have known that.
By the way, what a great man Henry Ford was with his $5 a day work week and his eugenicism. Great dude.
I know, really. Well, I'm just gonna say,
Margaret Sanger hanging on an island somewhere with like Mengele.
I'm gonna say I don't work for Ford Company. I work for a independently owned dealership that has 6 brands, not just Ford. That's just one of them. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now we have 6 brands. Yeah. I'm thankful as fuck. I've been there 9 years almost. They treat me great. And
you're able to do your art.
Exactly. Yeah. And they pay for all. They pay for all of Adobe for me to have like Photoshop. I don't use it for my videos. I don't need to. Everything on my videos is on my phone, but I know how to use it, and they pay for it, and I have it. So
there you go. Works.
Can't complain. They treat me well.
You have to find me this video that you've
been
teasing us with.
Hold on, I'm finding it. And even 2018-ish, when I was covering a lot of pedophile stuff, and I was getting gang stalked and gaslit by people, they contacted my job. They actually went out of their way to contact my job to try to fuck me up and get me fired. And my job stuck up. They stuck up for me. They're like, you can talk to our lawyer. You know,
that's cool.
They stuck up for me.
That's the problem. You see these people, they gang up, and then they go after people's jobs and stuff.
That was
they don't have one.
So ridiculous.
Their job is fucking with you. I think that's at that time.
George Soros pays good money to. Exactly. I mean, he has no depth perception. So,
what's up? So you like?
So you like podcast? What's up, dude?
That's my buddy right there.
I'm gonna find it.
That would be the best wingman in the world.
I found it. All right, I'm gonna send it. Well, I'm gonna have to email it. I'll email it to you. Whoever you email me, right?
TF, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not, because I ain't lying. Hold on, let me get it.
Wait, what is this you're emailing to me?
I'm gonna email you the Mrs. Doubtfire Raptor Ford Raptor thing I made a couple months ago.
Okay. I'll
just to prove I did it.
You don't want me to play it right now, right?
You can play it. I don't give a fuck.
Well, that's going to be a lot of work. You don't understand. Please don't put that on me, Ricky Bobby.
He's actually on the other side of like just being. I mean, I think that you're right. I think the censorship is, especially with things like Rumble and stuff. I think that the tide has turned because now YouTube finally has competition. So they're going to have to stop it. Did you hear where Joe Rogan was talking about how when he went to Spotify, all these videos of his that were demonetized all of a sudden started monetizing again?
Oh, yeah. They're losing money.
Yeah.
It's obvious.
Good.
So YouTube started the videos of his that were demonetized to try to control him and censor him. They remonetized them after he went to Spotify.
And you saw how much he sold. I mean, got paid to go to Spotify, right?
So it takes a bunch of episodes, so. I don't know. What do you think about that, Jamie? Since you've been in the censorship fist fight for a while now, what do you think about the Spotify over, and what do you think is the future of YouTube?
I don't know about either. I don't know about Spotify because even though I listen to music on it sometimes, I don't really use it as far as YouTube. Like I said, they keep deleting me, so I don't know about making money there or anything. But like I always say now, it's all about decentralization. That's why it's a fucking pain in the ass and it takes me hours. But I'll make a video.
You mean like social credit score stuff? You think that's?
No, I'm just saying I'll make a video and I'll upload it to YouTube, Facebook, Rumble, Rockfin, Band Video, Odyssey, Twitter. Now because I have Twitter Blue.
It used to be Vimeo as well. And
why I don't use that? Well, I think video kicked me off. Vimeo kicked me off a couple of times, so I didn't.
Benjamin say so. I don't know. They're gone.
So,
They're done anyways. YouTube's heading
I
that
just
route,
upload
I think.
everywhere.
I think
Upload
YouTube's going to be
everywhere.
over. I think YouTube's going to turn into the next like cable, and no one's going to.
Yeah, they should because Susan. Well, Susan's gone now, right? She's fucking.
Well, I mean,
dead.
she's got to probably go help her sister run 23andMe.
Yeah, fucking horses. They look like horses. Horse people. She looks like a horse. That's why they're banning ivermectin because they're horse people.
Horse.
They're probably hanging out with AOC, the donkey show.
I did see a fucking deep fake, supposedly of AOC years ago. Looks like a real as shit.
Fauci deep fake video pictures of him getting arrested. You scared the shit out of me.
That scared the shit out of me, man. I just watched like the final Stranger Things with my son earlier.
Okay.
And,
Mr.
like Freddy
Duggar,
Krueger.
we still don't have any audio from you, Mr. Duggar.
Where's my
I
weed? What are you
I
talking
can't
about?
hear you, my friend.
His whole screen just skipped.
I know.
Are there aliens? Are there aliens there? Tell
I
us
think
the
Mr.
truth.
Duggar's been abducted.
Yeah, Jamie, pull out your information about the finders. We're gonna have to go find Mr. Duggar.
That's our lawyer. God damn it! We gotta have.
We're
We
gonna
got
need
to
a
have our
lawyer.
lawyer. We got to have our lawyer here.
Especially after this episode.
I just figured it out. I figured it out. Not the lawyer, not the dog. I figured out the rap though. That's
The rap.
I don't even know this work.
This is what I love about this right now. We've got.
Hey, Bobby has a great idea. He says Jamie needs to start an OnlyFans account.
If you
Or
put on a
OnlyFans
bonnet,
page.
I'm not walking off in front of anybody.
Just put on a bonnet. Just wear a bonnet.
I like this Bobby. I like this Bobby guy. But
Oh yeah, Bobby.
I hope you come back.
A has been with me for fucking years. He talks about ass play a lot sometimes.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
all right.
Hey,
He's
we're
been with
just
me for
becoming better
years.
My
friends.
time, it's over.
I'm saying like probably 6 years, and then, so thank you, Bobby. I'm not into ass stuff, but I love
Bobby.
you. So
I like Bobby. Bobby, I hope you come back, man. Please hit that subscribe button and come back and check us out on Saturday night.
I'm
That'd be
serious.
cool.
I want to start an OnlyFriends website where I just show my shoulders to Muslims.
why they don't show shoulders, do they?
I'll put them on it. I'll wear the
Oh,
bonnet.
did you see her? She has nice ankles.
Right,
Did you see
right,
that ankle
right.
bone?
She showed her
He said
elbows.
not Chinese. He said Canadian
She
lady.
showed her hair.
What's her name?
Have you
That
ever heard
bitch
of
from
dudes
Canada.
that are buying like chicks' farts in a jar?
I have, and I was like, how can I make a business out of this? It does not make
Look,
sense.
I want to fucking make a business out of that shit, man. I got celiac disease. I'll fucking do it all day for you.
The woman that was doing it had to
Figure out
stop
how to
because she
bottle
hurt
it, and I'll
herself.
fucking give it.
I would sell farts all day. I would never. I don't get buying them. But it's
Hey,
some fucking dumbass.
speaking of Canada, I got to give a shout out here. Missy, you know my friend Pigskin Pete, right? So he does a thing. He does a thing every Friday night. Whomever gives the largest super chat or donation gets to pick his rant of the week will be. Well, this week Canada won, so he has to rant about Canada this week.
We have to build that another wall.
It's gonna be epic. I mean, I guarantee
No,
Dudley.
they're falling out of the
right,
sky
that's-
now. We have to build a dome over the entire country of Canada.
No, this is gonna be great. You're gonna love this one. Like I guarantee he's gonna do it solid. So I'll make sure you see that.
Tell him he's
It'll be
willing.
fun.
He's more than welcome to come in one of our Twitter spaces where we build that. It's called Build That Northern Wall. #, sorry jar. # syrup is evil. Something like that. Always something weird.
What's the difference?
Tell him to come in
What's
and
the-
can bounce ideas off us.
Well, I paid him one time to do like one of his first rants, and I made him rant about ugly stewardesses, and
like a flown on a plane in a while.
it was great. Yeah, he does a great job though. It's
Yeah.
gonna be funny, but it's about Canada this week, so he's
talk
gonna
about
be
going-
dragging. He's gonna be dragging Canada this week. It's gonna be fun.
Good, because they need a good dragging.
Speaking
Right?
about Canadians, what's the difference between
Justin
canoe-
Bieber's face is paralyzed, and I blame Canada.
What's the difference between a canoe and a Canuck?
What?
The canoe will tip. Myrtle Beach is a service industry town, right? Canadians don't tip, so.
Well, I mean, if I'm gonna get a airbrush T-shirt with Tweety Bird on it that says "To tweet," I know to go there.
Yeah. Well, this is the place you can get them. We've already, we discussed earlier going to Pirates Voyage with the kids again. which I'm not paying for, so whatever. They got some good food.
Did I tell you about the last time I went to that pirate? Okay, so listen. Okay, I don't know if you guys are aware of this. In Myrtle Beach, they have like these Dolly Parton roundup shows, right? But they have one called the Pirate's Voyage, right?
Yep.
And it's Dolly Parton's people. Okay, so
It's medieval times for pirates,
dude. Yes,
pretty much.
It is the most homosexual, blatantly homosexual thing I've ever seen. It is gayer than Rent times 10. It is gayer
You get
than
chicken
watching, like,
and some
people
good
do
soup.
poppers in the tenderloin. This is the literally. How is it that Dolly Parton didn't catch any of this? Because she checked all of it and she's like, "This looks great." I'm like, "What?"
Well, she wrote a song called.
Her tits were in the way.
No,
hey, can we all give Joey Foster says he is sitting in a hotel lobby talking to a guy named John. He's listening to the show.
John,
give him a shout out. Come on, you can do better than that. Yeah, give John a little.
Full screamy.
All right, there we go. Give John a real shout out.
It's like hanging out in the lobby.
What the fuck is up, John?
What the hell?
John,
okay, here you go.
How's the people?
Hotel lobbies.
All right, there you go.
That was my question.
Thank you. Welcome to our show, Smoking Gun Cafe. My friend Jamie Deluxe is here. You should check him out. He's got some really good workout there.
John, Joey, Jamie, we all think it's the Jays.
Remember to remind Joey that the Guinness Book of World Records does not count as a documentation of any sort of fact.
There you go, John. Welcome
John,
to the
Joey,
show.
Jamie, Jeff, and June. My brother, my mom named me, my brother and sister, Jamie, Jeff, and June. Well,
we're all M's. It's Melissa, Mark, Matthew, Michael.
Are
So my
you?
mom will get mad.
We're all
She's like,
J's.
Mama, and we'd all come running.
My mom's name does not begin with a J. It's an L. Her name's Lynn. So
I was in the stream. Oh yeah. Big boobs are floating.
I like
boobs
Bobby.
and weed.
I
love Bobby. Like I said, he's been with me for like 6 years.
We love you, Baba.
We love you, Bobby, and we love you too, John.
He said, "Show feet."
I think he's hanging out with Dan Schneider or Quentin Tarantino.
Oh, look, Friction's giving us a foot show over here, dude.
Dude, she's
Dan
awesome.
Schneider's whacking off. No, I think she's too old. She's over
Onlyfriends.com.
Right, only feet. Only feet.
If you would like to see these feet privately at your own discretion, just $10 at OnlyFans. Friction Dixon. This is the foot that has no bunion, and if you would like, because you're into fetishes of bunions, I've got a bunion foot still too.
A bunion foot and iron foot.
Yeah, this one has had surgery. It has a mini bunion and a big bunion. This one still has a big.
Do you pick things up with your toes? I can tell you pick things up with your toes.
I swear, if you chopped off,
if we can all tell that
on my arms at the elbows, I could be like,
them bows.
Yeah, and we can all tell you that you live in the great state of Georgia. By that orange coating on the bottom.
Hey, be careful. You hang out in front of that stove barefoot, you could get pregnant.
It happens.
No,
So I guess
that actually
happens to the
because I was
best.
walking around barefoot in the garage earlier when I was cleaning. I'm rewriting
Right,
the
you're
garage.
getting that
like,
Georgia
work on my
clay on
Trans
your
Am.
feet. That orange Georgia clay, it will do a number on the feet.
Oh, you know what? You ever been to Stone Mountain, Georgia?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah,
I stayed
I'm
in a yurt
20 minutes
there.
from it.
You got to go to the
Stayed in
cyclorama.
Well, I went to the yurt. I stayed in a yurt there. You ever have a squirt in a yurt?
A yurt?
Yeah, a yurt.
A what?
There's
Sounds yurty.
a squirt in a yurt.
You
Whether
say
it's- if you're good at it, you might.
squirt in a
I mean,
yurt?
whatever. The squirt in the yurt. Yeah. Well, that's besides the point. But I did walk down. So I walked down Stone Mountain barefoot, like the engines, because my son at the time was a little fucking asshole. And we'd not put his shoes on. We took one of those things like it was on. It was like I don't know what it is. You ride it up the mountain, and it's got
A
like all these
train?
rednecks.
Chairlift. It's called a
Chairlift.
chairlift.
I don't know.
Ski lift.
Maybe
Ski
not a
lift.
chairlift. It was like
It's a
glass.
chairlift. If you're going
It's like
skiing, it's a
glass.
ski lift.
A chairlift is what you put on the stairs if you're disabled. A ski lift is where you lift you up the
It
mountain.
wasn't either of those. It was one of the. It was a glass containment thing. You sit in it.
It's a chair. It's a
It's
chairlift.
basically it's like a shuttle bus.
Yes,
They
yes.
act, it's
And
on a
there's some
ski lift
redneck.
type
They carved a
thing.
bunch of rednecks in the mountain. They're carved in there in the rock.
Yeah, I've been there. I live 20 minutes
All
from
right,
it. I've been there.
all right. I've been there too. All right.
Nice.
My son would not put his fucking shoes on. He was like 3 at the time. He was
Gondola.
not-
There you go.
Did you
Gondola.
guys actually hike down?
we hiked down. And my son wouldn't put his shoes on.
No shoes.
So I was like, well, if I can do it and he's doing it, then and I'm not getting hurt. I kind of got hurt though. I didn't get hurt, but man, my feet were sore.
And did a squirt in the yard.
No, I got a squirt in the yard, and I got hurt down Stone Mountain walking barefoot. I
fell down the mountain on my face, like.
I hoofed down. I walked down Stone Mountain barefoot.
Dude, your kid is a baller. I don't know what age they were, but actually wanting to go down the mountain, like hike it, like I could never convince my kid to do that shit with me.
Well, they didn't know how far away it was. I couldn't do it now.
Yeah, I would leave mine just from all the times I've stepped on Legos. He owes me.
Oh, yeah. That's like if he ever puts you in a nursing home, just throw a Lego at his fucking face.
He will never put me in a nursing home. He'll probably never leave me alone. I'm worried.
Look,
hey,
Friction. I have a.
No, go on. No,
go ahead, Friction.
Yeah, go on.
I say I have the kind of kid that literally is like the first time I wanted her to experience a water slide, and it was also going to be my first experience on a water slide. I like picking her up and walking her up the stairs at Six Flags, and she's screaming at every freaking person nearby to call the cops. I'm abusing her, and she's literally looking at. I mean,
Jamie, I could see your kid doing that.
I'm the one screaming at all the cops.
Watch her do this to me. Oh, like,
hey, Friction. Let me say this: I have had the pleasure of meeting your daughter, and you've done very well and raised quite a wonderful young woman. She's so super nice. She's super nice.
I met your chickens,
she truly enjoys. Like, I think that she really enjoyed the late night experience that I feel like when you, me, and Hucker Billy Paw are like staying up really, really late. Like
that never happens.
She's like, yes, I'm in it with my mom, and like she just thought that was cool as shit, and she really enjoyed.
Yeah, like watching people whack off in the pool and all kinds of crazy stuff. But
I brought Charlie into a space earlier today, and he told everybody he's like, I'm sorry, I'm not allowed to talk to trash. I'm like, get out of here, get out of here. He said D's nuts. I'm not allowed to talk to trash.
Yeah, my son says D's nuts too, and I think it's funny.
What's
His
up
mom
with
doesn't
that?
think it's funny.
My kid's
it's a meme.
Everything is
He loves memes. He loves memes.
I like better memes.
Hey, Friction.
How old are they, though? How old are you? Okay, go ahead.
It's 10.
You need to let me go?
But no. I'm trying to. I got a couple people in the back. I want to just try to.
Yeah, let me go.
Love you, Friction.
Love you, Friction.
Thanks. Hey, come back next week, please, for chicks and shit.
Please,
we want to see the chicks.
No chicks and dicks.
Find me on Twitter.
Love you, Friction. All right. So we have another person, and I think I couldn't put this person on with somebody else, but we do have the great, the wonderful, the awesome Nate the Great. Has been sitting in the back room for quite a while now.
Is he still wearing his Hooters costume?
I hope he's not still wearing them.
I lost my hernia belt at a Hooters last weekend.
What?
No, I'm not. I'm not wearing
I did for real.
Okay, Nate's not wearing his Hooters costume. What's up, Nate? What's up, Nate?
Hernia belt, huh?
What's up?
Jamie, isn't this fun?
It's fun. I'm pretty fucked up. So.
Not much. How are you guys? How are you doing?
We're doing
Nate,
great.
How's it going, darling?
That's good.
Sorry that I missed you when you were in town. Somebody didn't tell me where to go.
Yeah, it's Mr. Beverly. Yeah, that's good. But yeah, I want to come on and talk about some, interesting stuff. I don't know what stuff we could talk about, but just interesting stuff.
Conspiracy-minded stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna wrap the show up here in just a minute, but what kind of conspiracy stuff you want to talk about, Nate? You got any conspiracies you like, man?
Yeah, I got some conspiracies. Is there a such thing as
talk about hammers?
Well, and I was gonna say, is there a such thing as a a galaxy that has. Never mind. I'm not gonna say that. I was gonna say.
Are you talking about Uranus again?
Are you trying to bring up boobs again? Are you trying to bring up boobs again? Just be honest. Just say boobs. Just say boobs.
I was gonna.
I know you want to bring up boobs. Just bring it up.
I wasn't say that. Is there a galaxy shaped as a hammer? But,
Friction Vixen says, "Let's talk about hammers." And I'm like, Paul Pelosi ones or Hillary Clinton ones? I don't know.
They go together.
Well, I just said said a theory about a galaxy shaped
far
like
away.
A hammer. So a
galaxy shaped like a hammer.
I don't know.
Jamie, you've got a spaceship. Have you ever seen a galaxy shaped like a hammer?
I would say that there's an infinite amount of everything, and there probably is somewhere at some point.
And
a
when
galaxy
you say
that
hammer, you mean a physical hammer, not Michelle Obama, right? Sorry. I won't do it again, I promise.
I can say this. There probably exists one that someone could perceive as a hammer, just like one might perceive a cloud formation as a hammer. Yes, I would say so.
Hammer, don't hurt him.
It's hammer time.
I'm sure that Thor's there, but but yeah, I know you have to wrap your show up. A little 1 minute traveling fools, but I just want to ask about that. But yeah, that's my.
There's probably a nail too. There's probably a nail galaxy also.
Oh yeah.
I would.
Hey, you know, Nate and I went to the Yorktown. We wandered around there. Yeah, we wandered around there.
Doesn't that boat smell weird?
Once you got down to like the third level, it was like, I mean, it didn't bother me because
I've never been on that boat.
Everybody's sneezing and shit and going, oh my God, it's like moldy as hell.
Where's this boat? I think I got to see this
the
boat.
Yorktown here in Charleston.
Okay.
I've been on the Mayflower too.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I have. The reproduction of it in Plymouth Rock.
I went to the tall ships thing and hung out with Bill Murray. It was fun.
I know he lives here. He lives here somewhere, right?
TF tip up. Yeah, he's taking a little.
But yeah, I'll get off.
Friction Vixen says he's talking about penis.
Yeah.
Oh, is there a penis galaxy? There's probably a few of those.
And then Bobby says,
circumcised and uncircumcised.
What if cat is really spelled dog?
There you go. But yeah, y'all have a good night and
hey, it was good to see you, honey. How tall are you again? Oh, he's gone. He's like 6'8" or something crazy. He's super tall.
God damn, that's a giant.
I know, right? I know it's probably hard to run a car. He's too. I mean, it's just too small. What if cat is really spelled dog? Bobby A, I'm going to tell you something crazy. Do you know that Neil A is alien spelled backwards?
Yep. And he's an asshole. Or was.
Oh no! Did Nate leave?
Yeah,
I was talking about Nate. I was talking about Neil A.
I asked him how tall he was, and then he bailed. So.
Oh man, Nate is huge. I'm 6'1", and I've got pictures of Nate and I standing on that ship, like, next to each other, and I look like a midget. I mean, I'm like tiny compared to this guy.
I'm 5'11". I would be 6 foot if I didn't have a crooked back. Like, stand up straight. I would.
I'm 5'1" and some change.
I know, Missy. Yeah. Yes,
in heels.
I'm like almost a foot above you. So, yes. If my back wasn't crooked, I would be like almost. Yeah, my brother's like 6 feet. How big's my brother? Like 6'2". He's bigger than me, but he's my younger brother.
My kid's gonna be super tall.
Me too.
To have him change my light
like up
bulbs.
to here. He's 9. He's like up to here.
I can't wait for. I've got 6 years, and I can get as drunk as I want, and my kid will drive me anywhere I want to go.
That's an awesome feeling. That's an awesome feeling. You run out and you're like, you're taking your fucking learner's test tomorrow.
Yeah, today. Today.
Well, no, the day before their birthday. You're like, oh no, I don't care what you're doing. You're taking this test tomorrow.
My mom was
Nick says every doorway in the Yorktown, I had to duck my head.
Oh, I guarantee because
it made stuff small back then.
Huge.
Yeah, they made stuff small back then. I'm not 6'8", but
I mean, I was ducking. I can't imagine how that.
I did have scoliosis, and like I gotta stand up long. Sit up.
What's wrong with you, Forrest? Is it your back is like a question mark? We want to straighten it right out.
It's not just a question mark. It's a question mark and also like hunched because I also have hyperkyphosis.
I was talking about Forrest Gump in the movie where he's like, "What's wrong with you, Forrest? Your back is shaped like a question mark." We're gonna give you these special shoes.
I was gonna say Tom Petty.
My magic shoes.
It's not Tom Cruise either. Tom Hanks. He is the propagandist.
Well, he pees in every single movie.
Yeah. Well, he's also propagandist. Yeah.
Tom Cruise always runs. Tom Hanks always pees. Right?
Does he?
Yeah, Tom Hanks pees in every single movie. Look at what do we got? Apollo 13. We got mermaids. I think what was that one? What was it? Mermaids.
He peed on a mermaid.
Yeah, yeah. Then we
Flash.
got yeah, every single one. The Green Mile. The whole movie is about his pee.
It was, yeah. He's got kidney stones the whole movie. He's bitching about pissing.
I remember that. I don't think I saw that one.
Big tree fall hard.
Exactly, Tom Yanks.
Tom Yanks. Yeah. I mean, Jamie, you and I were talking a whole bunch when I was like talking to Cappy. Remember that?
Yeah.
Because I booked you and I was trying to book Cappy at the same time for the Temple Hot podcast or whatever. All of my emails to Isaac Cappy, all of them gone.
Really?
No idea where they are. Yeah, I've searched through every single. I know I kept them.
It's weird.
I don't delete anything.
Happened.
I currently have. Let's see what I'm up to today. 77,427 checked emails.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't delete shit. So they're just gone. My Isaac Cappy emails.
I had his number and I emailed him once when he first started. Then
I had his phone number too, but it was in the email. But it wasn't.
Yeah.
I hate when people say they emailed you because I'm going to look at one of these ones I have right now. I have 40,361 unread emails.
I win. 77,000.
Right. Yeah, you do win, but you know what I'm talking about. It's like
yeah,
Jesus
it's
Christ.
Overwhelming.
I have
39, emailed you. Why didn't I get
39
back?
voicemails. 77,500.
I didn't even set up my voicemail on.
I have like 186 missed calls, 60 mixed texts. Yeah, that's on this phone. I have 2 phones though. So,
what did I do? What just happened? What did I just do to my? I messed it up, didn't I? With the focus.
Oh, yeah, you did. Yeah,
focus on me.
Your hair looks better though.
53,501 unread emails. Yeah, on this. Yeah. Right. I can't keep up. It gives me anxiety to even think about it.
Dude, exactly. I erase stuff all the time. I think I made it worse.
No way. And that's just one email address because I have many.
Exactly. Yeah, I've got 4. You know?
Oh, I do show up for work too. I have like fucking 20, and then I have to run like 20 Facebook.
Hey, $20 is $20.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah.
Hey, chicks, man. I give up.
No, it's great. It's great. Well, listen, guys.
I'm filming my own creepy movie over here.
Almost 3 fucking hours.
I know. I think we should.
It was so much fun now.
I think we should quit while we're behind.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Well, I broke everything. Yeah, here you go. Yeah, that's me, all right.
Or like the frog said, time's fun when you're having flies.
Dude, I'm so special. It's not even funny. Again, I told you I fell up the stairs like a president. So
I almost forgot.
Mom used to live in a tiny ass town I lived in California. Really friction.
I did need to
She's
make
got
sure
87,214 unchecked emails. You win.
I do need to make sure that we do give a shout out to our sponsor.
Today's reflections have been brought to you by Super Minty Pork Chop. Refresh your breath with every bite. Super Minty Pork Chop. By Chort.
Our lawyer.
Not quite chicken, not quite pork. Chort, the taste that nature forgot. And by the Ski Council of Nebraska. Tired of long lift lines, slow, gentle runs, and a soft hay base make our landscape perfect for beginners. Plan your next ski vacation to beautiful Nebraska. Now here's Traveling Pools. Today's reflections have been brought.
Thank you very much. So
you couldn't hear him talk because his internet kept messing up, but that's our lawyer.
No, that wasn't our lawyer. Yeah, that wasn't our lawyer.
Who's at the pork chops again?
Super minty pork chops. We also
You could be as annoying as an Alabama fan. Well, now you can with Bama Brag, the new bubble gum from Tuscaloosa Chew. Open your own pouch of Bama Brag, pack in a wad, and in no time you'll be spewing irritating nonsense and aggravating statistics just like the rest of the redneck idiots that say roll tide when they have nothing else to offer. Maybe your school doesn't have 18 national championships, but now you can parade around like a stuck-feet jerk just like fans of the Crimson Tide. Bama Bag Bubblegum. It's gumpalicious.
Yes.
We're going to straighten your back right out, boy. look what's the problem is your back looks like a question mark. Oh, but these basically won't straighten you right out.
That's awesome.
I broke my camera, so I don't know what I did. What Team Ramrod? Did I hear someone say Team Ramrod?
I grew up with a friend, Donald. He was half black and half deaf. Yeah, Donald was half black and half deaf. He loved strippers. So he would say, "I did, God damn," because he couldn't hear. I know. What's even more fucked up, his dad, the Black Oz, sang for an Ozzy Osbourne tribute band around here.
The Black
and the motherfucker's got a voice, the Black Oz. He would sing.
Okay, phrase.
He should have called himself
That's too much information.
He should have called himself
He's got a Black Sabbath cover band for Ozzy Osbourne.
His dad,
yeah. Black Osbourne.
Black Oz, the Black Oz. He sells weed. Really good weed. I used to buy weed from him.
I get it.
Yeah, but his son Donald, I grew up with, he went to high school with me. He was half black, half deaf, and he was a punk rocker. And he loves strip clubs. So he's like, I'm buying you a beer. I'll buy you a beer if you drive me up there, because he didn't have a license. So I went to watch strip clubs with Donald, the half black, half deaf punk rocker. I love Donald though, man.
Did he have sheets on his bed? That's the most important thing.
I didn't want to hit on. He stayed at my house once. He puked in my sink. We're at Derriere's, right? All nude review.
My roommate Myrtle Beach worked there. I thought she worked at like the Dolly Parton Roundup or something. She said she was a dancer. I just assumed she was a dancer. It never occurred to me she was a stripper. She worked at Derriere's.
All right, so we're at Derriere's, right? We're like sitting up there by the catwalk thing, and this fucking girl, they're all nude, right? She comes up, she grabs Donald's fro hairs, and she fucking shoves her pussy in his face, like she had like a little hair, not a lot of hair, like it was trimmed and stuff,
like the 80s.
But like the early 2000s. Knocks out his his hearing aid on the stage. His hearing aid falls off, fucking breaks and stuff. So he's like all deaf. I'm so drunk. He comes back to my house. It was hilarious. Yeah, she broke his shit. She broke his hearing aid. He's got to hear a goddamn thing. Puked in my sink.
We're totally gonna get kicked off this channel.
I had to fucking unclog my sink. I was like, that motherfucker. God damn it, Donald.
Thank you, Miss.
We're definitely gonna have to pursue that Rumble.
Yeah, right. Hey, Rumble, knock, knock, knock. We're coming at the door.
Ring, ring, ring. What's happening?
Just upload everywhere. That's what I do. But it's a pain in the ass live streaming. I get it.
Is Mr.
Yeah, I mean, Jimmy, where do you find that you're not going to get your stuff taken down? Like, where have you? Because
I don't know. That's why I upload everywhere. But I agree because me and Celia Farber did a hour and a half live stream last night. And I thought that at the beginning. It was just like, because I didn't know what I was doing. I know what I'm doing, but I hadn't done it in a while, and it's a pain in the ass. So I downloaded it and cut off the first few minutes and put my Owen Benjamin tribute, because Owen Benjamin wrote me that song that time he improv the song for me. Do
you have that, TF? Can we play it by any chance? Where you go? It's such a good. It's a really good job.
Missy, by the end of the show, you're asking a lot, like pre-prep, and see, look, and now we've even lost Missy. So
yeah, it's no big deal.
She's like, "Can you do this?" Yeah, I'm gone.
But I had to download an hour and a half and then fix it and then re-upload an hour and a half everywhere. It's a fucking pain in the ass, So I get that, but I upload everywhere.
Yeah, it's still broken.
My last video.
You're asking me to do fancy stuff. Look at that. We don't even have a camera anymore.
No cameras allowed.
No camera anymore. Look at that. There we go. You're back. Well, there we go. Okay. No, let's quit while we're behind though, and wrap this shit show up.
Yeah, I didn't plan on going 3 hours, but but it happens.
I do want to go here. Anybody listen to this? Here's the link to Jamie DLUX's YouTube channel. So please make sure you follow him. In the description of the video, there is a link to his Twitter account and YouTube as well. So if you don't,
I'm a slut. I'm all over the place. I just don't make money.
You really are.
Or I would be a whore. Yeah.
I subbed you up. I subbed you up on Twitter. Yeah. I subbed you up on YouTube as well, and I'll sub you up on Rumble.
I'm a slut because I like it. I can't help it. Spread my shit everywhere.
No, I don't blame you, man.
Really?
You gotta put it out there. And honestly, Jamie, I will say this has probably been one of the most fun episodes that I have ever done here.
I don't remember what happened. I remember we saw some chickens.
I mean, anytime you want to sit up late at night and drink too much and smoke too much and talk too much shit, I'm your guy. So
I planned on keeping some of that whiskey for tomorrow, but it's gone almost. I mean, there was like a half a bottle when we started. There's a little spittle at the bottom. I didn't mean to do that.
I got so drunk I broke my camera.
It's working again though.
You'll be
so drunk you broke it, and then you got drunk again and fixed it. So
you got so drunk you had to sweat the bottle. Yeah, you remember having to sweat the bottle.
Broke my camera.
Trying to get that one more shot. Trying to get.
I'm saving that for tomorrow. It's Sunday. There's no liquor stores open around here. So
that's right. Sunday is a dry day.
That's right.
Is it the same way in Georgia, TF? Like where you can't
Yeah, but thank God I only live like 4 miles from North Carolina and like 2 from Tennessee. So
do you take your shirt off, twist around your head, and spin it like a helicopter?
I can pick and choose. I wish I still had T-tops in a car, but if I did, I would take the T-tops out tomorrow and drive over there and buy me a case of Budweiser. My car is out there topless
right now.
I got a roof.
My Jeep's got its top off right now.
Yeah, I miss T-tops. T-tops were cool. They were skanky cool. I mean, there's nothing better than taking the T-tops out in the parking lot of a gas station, walking in there, buying a damn bottle of Boone's Farm, and going on a good old drive. That was the good old days. And I
can buy beer wine.
What we need is Orange Jubilee.
No, I was more of the the Boone's Farm.
You can still. You used to not be able to buy beer or wine here on Sunday.
Yeah,
you can do that
everywhere except for like 1 or 2 places. Yeah,
you can do it now though. You just can't buy liquor. Liquor stores closed.
We used to we for the longest time we had the airplane liquor bottles. Remember that? So shots were super expensive. Yeah, we used to have these little tiny mini. We have mini bottles at bars, so you'd have to like.
Oh yeah. Before they changed that law,
the worst.
You can still buy
them.
So
when you make like a mixed shot, it was like you'd have to pay like $40 for everybody. It was really crazy.
Yeah, you can still buy sleeves at liquor stores though of little mini bottles. So.
Well, you don't have. I'm glad you found some sleeves because it's the first time I've ever seen you in a shirt with sleeves in it.
It's like I said, it's kind of new. I have a few.
You almost look like you feel uncomfortable with sleeves.
I do. It's hot. I'm very hot.
You're like.
Oh, I'm very hot. It's hot in here. It's like fucking 70 degrees or something.
He's in his garage. That's where he's got his studio and streaming area that he does. Yeah, so you guys should check out his Stone Philosopher. He plays really good music, and he just talks about all kinds of stuff that's going on and shows videos. One time, Jamie, actually the favorite thing I think you've ever done is when you played the Jeffrey Epstein game. Remember that?
Oh yeah, I got a strike for that though.
Have you seen that, TF?
No.
There's a Jeffrey Epstein video game. Explain it to him, Jamie. Tell me about what it is.
Somebody made it, and it's like a whole was it Pepe the Frog thing?
Yeah, Pepe,
whatever.
I love Pepe.
Yeah, so somebody made this video game. It's like a clicking whatever game on a computer. You can subscribe to them on Patreon for like a couple bucks a month or whatever, and you get it and you can play it. He's made 2 of them now, and you can go around. I made Jeffrey Epstein eat shit and die in the prison cell. Yeah,
that video is out there somewhere.
Yeah. So fuck, what's the guy? Sabo, I think his name is. I think his name's Sabo on Patreon. I'll look for it and I'll send Missy a link.
Yeah, absolutely. So that'd be something fun we could do together. We could play, Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, he's like, I got a strike for it. You got me taken down, but you should do this.
We're just gonna have to move. That can be our after hours stuff for Rumble.
I think it was part 2. I think it's the second. So you can probably play the first one live.
You mean number 2 because he ate shit and died. So
there's no telling.
Everything woke turns to shit. Okay.
And he did not. Exactly.
Just like my camera. My camera is very awake right now, but not flipping.
Actually, you know what? I can probably send it right now in the chat. Let me see if I can do that. Like I said,
well, if you got, don't waste your time. If you got US,
I have my Patreon app, right? So I can go to Patreon right now, and the people I subscribe to, which aren't many, and I pay.
That video game is so funny.
He was
walking around and like he'd have to like solve like little mysteries or whatever. And what was the goal? What was the final goal of the game? Bobby A says,
I don't remember. I don't remember.
The jerk. Bobby, did you just quote the jerk? I love you.
No, I guess I have to go to patreon.com. So
yeah, see, at this point, TF, this will be when we move to Rumble and I fix my camera.
Yeah, I mean that is the end goal here is that we go like from 11 to 1 and then do like a 1 to 2 on Rumble. And
yeah,
then we can say whatever.
That way we don't have to worry about people coming up. They can just be themselves, and we can talk about stuff that we can put a pin in that we can't talk about.
I mean,
again, I think that the competition is going to make them stop that. A
lot of people do that, so I get it. I definitely get it.
Yeah, it'll be fun to have it. Just because, I mean, sometimes you want to say things or say a funny joke that you just can't say on YouTube.
You know what I do? I just say it anyway, but I do pay the price. But yeah, fuck.
He's like,
you know what
here's
I say?
the guy like,
Fuck
well, I've had 5 YouTube accounts.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck you. Fuck you, fucking Susan. You're gone, whatever. Fuck the next person. Eat a dick. That's all I gotta say. They're just gonna delete me anyway. So I get it. They can eat a dick after that too. Eat some ivermectin.
I don't even know what I pushed to do.
I can't figure this out. He's there somewhere. I'll send you a link.
I can't figure out how to make my freaking Logitech camera cut back on, so I'm just,
I think I also have one.
Either it's the microphone messes up, or the camera messes up, or my dog runs away.
It's always something, right?
Because
it's always
the camera messing up.
I'm so accident prone. You know that. I mean, both of you know me well enough to know that I'm just like, literally, I'm borderline retarded. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm pretty sure, like, I'm not 100% like Asperger's, but I'm definitely I'm on that chart somewhere.
Talking about Asperger's making me hungry again. Here's what I say. Here's what I say about myself. Asperger's. I am, and I agree.
Man, here's the word Asperger's again.
I'm a retarded genius. I'll give myself that. A retarded genius.
We're gonna fix that back of yours, boy.
All right, I think I'm gonna look for some Asperger's. I'll send you a link when I find it though. It's been 3 hours. And
why doesn't someone start a restaurant called that?
Asperger's.
That name.
No, if you're gonna start a burger joint, you gotta start fucking Build a Burgers.
Like
Build a Burgers? No, Build a Burger.
Ooh.
Build a Burger.
There we go. There we go.
We gotta climb over that wall. We lost him too. See, this is acting up.
Yeah, I think it's time to wrap it up, Missy. I think we had a great show tonight.
Super fun show.
Super fun.
I told you guys we get along like peas and carrots. We gotta have him back. It was really fun.
That was loud. That was loud. Let me. Yeah, there we go. We can try to go out.
Please check out our links. Make sure you come in next week. Next week on the 1st, we've got Eric Hollerback, aka Klaus Schwab Jr., and he's doing the whole thing in character for April 1st, for April Fool's Day. So please come back Thursday. I'm also got a show that I'm doing on Twitter Spaces, so try and check that out as well. Just follow me on Twitter to find that. And thanks everybody. We love you.
Yeah, we love y'all so much. Thank you so much for actually taking time out of your Saturday night.
Try and come back in the background. Sorry.
And we'll be here.
Hear you.
We will be here. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks live to Smoking Gun Cafe. Allegedly, another show in the books. Let's get it done.